Oh,
Hello.
hello there. How you doing?
Hey.
Welcome to New Game Plus. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is a very silly game, but hopefully you'll still have some fun. Last week the team continued climbing this stupid fucking tower, uh, and are now on floor 75 or something. Like,
We're over halfway.
well, I would say you're way over halfway. I think they've been grinding since floor 36. And they're on floor. They just finished floor 73. So during that floor, they each found themselves passing into different graves that led them to their own set of challenges, most of which were actually the opposite. With Kang's ability to control all undead at the moment, it's not a permanent thing, but at the moment, if there's something that's undead, he can just tell it what to do. It made the whole undead plane real easy to deal with. He brought an army of 100 undead, swung them around. They all died, but he was able to command. Actually, that guy died right before he showed up, didn't he?
And then Kang poofed, and we killed the other army of the undead.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it was just a whole bunch of slaughtering undead monsters, and then they made a contract with Black Whisper, which is the new summon for Kang. Which, by the way, I put those summons on your sheet, and I was just. And I was discussing with Sam afterwards how much of a mistake it was to let you have summons at all.
Him particularly or us?
Yes, him.
Oh.
Because you guys, you can have him out for like a round. But anyways. So. The team, after making their contract and ensuring that they had done literally everything they could possibly do on this floor, continued on to a large iron door and stepped through. Kang is sitting at 1 hit point after making his contract, and Locke is regretting not drinking from a black pool of death that turns you into an undead. As you step out into the next area, you find yourself surrounded by sand and gray skies. A desert surrounds you. Looking forward, you see what looks like a walkway path with a bunch of sheet metal on the ground leading up to a large iron door with surrounding high metal walls. On either side, you see blades protruding from the ground. Looking out into the field of the desert surrounding you, you see every kind of weapon imaginable planted in the ground in one way or the other, like a graveyard of weapons.
Are any of them key-shaped?
No.
Okay.
This is not Kingdom Hearts.
Perception check?
Sure. Is there anything you're looking for?
I don't know. Maybe get a good roll and then something catches my eye. Maybe.
Sure. Make a roll.
So which one is Zangetsu's true form?
Yeah, that's more about it's more about your spirit, understanding and connecting with the sword.
It's plus what? Sorry.
Wisdom.
47 for you, I think.
For you, I'm pretty sure every check's the same.
Correct.
The number's the same.
Everything is 47.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go close my door so there's less background noise.
So wait, isn't Kingdom Hearts so when we walk away we won't hear you say please oh baby?
So I rolled a 51.
51.
What does that
There's
do?
lots of cool swords laying around. It's hard to say whether or not they're in very good shape from the distance that you're looking at them from. But you do see some cool looking swords of different varieties, like curved and decorative blades laying in the ground. But most of this seems like it's been out here just laying through rain, storms, bright sunlight without any care.
I'm gonna randomly status a check one.
Okay.
Just whichever one catches my eye.
All right. It says Rusted Armament of Gilgamesh.
Tell them that it says Rusted Armament of Killan. I don't know who the fucking Gilgamesh is, but those are his.
Okay.
At least that one's his.
How do the swords form on the ground? Are they just like lying down, or are they like
They're impaled in the ground. Not a
Impaled
single
in the
one is
ground.
laying flat. They're all impaled in the ground one way or the other.
mm,
You said there's like a sheet metal path.
There's a sheet metal path leading up to the giant iron gate with high metal walls surrounding it. Sort
Is
of
there a
circular form to the
keyhole?
wall. Doesn't appear to be. It's some distance away, though. You've all been sort of standing right behind you as the metal door you entered from. Surrounding it again, no wall behind it, just the door, the frame, standing there in the middle of the desert.
Does,
Let's traipse forward.
yeah, it's like, does the sheet metal path look sturdy, or does it look like flimsy, rusted?
It's rusty, but it's a pathway that is literally just lined in the desert sand. It's not like it's above anything or across anything. It's literally
Is-
just a walkway.
is the iron gate on a hill? Is it raised up higher than we are at the moment?
No, it's more
Is
or
it
less
just
flat.
like a level plane. Okay.
Yeah, it's more or less flat around it. There doesn't seem to be anything else, as far as you can see. Actually, with your perception check, you can see that there actually are other pathways leading from other gates back into this circular thing.
Okay.
Like if you were going to make a 90-degree angle from whatever this structure you're heading towards is, on either of the other 90 degrees, you would see another path coming in, but you don't see anybody walking along the pathway.
Well, this room isn't empty. You know, we've seen that before.
Hmm. From what I can see, it looks like everything's come into this one part. I feel like we should head over there and see if we can't like knock that iron gate down, maybe, and see what's inside.
Works for
But I
me.
really don't think we should touch any of the swords. I feel it doesn't feel right. It feels like if we remove one of the swords, something bad's gonna happen.
Roa checks for traps.
Just make me an intelligence check as opposed to a wisdom check. Oh, I need to pull up
48?
roll 20, don't I?
That's helpful.
Yeah, it seems like a real bad idea to pull the swords out.
Yeah, I agree with Manny. Definitely don't
What
touch
if we just
any
take them all
swords.
at the same time?
Definitely don't touch any swords.
All of the mini swords.
I don't think we need any of these rusted swords. And as Roa
there-
said,
there
it
might be
does
like a
seem like a very
magical-
large trap.
One.
All right, so let's very carefully, without touching any swords, make our way to the gate.
Okay. So you guys walk the path towards the gate. And as you approach, it swings open and you hear coming from inside. Sounds of cheers and clapping and hoots and hollers come from inside as you enter the arena.
All right.
Arena.
From the outside, this place didn't look like much, but the second you enter, it looks like a gladiatorial arena with looks like rose petals falling from the sky, scattering around.
This isn't so bad.
Beautiful and clean with white pearlescent pillars surrounding in all areas.
Are
A
you not entertained?
faithless crowd hollering and cheering as you enter the arena.
I'm gonna
And sitting
quaff
up on a
my
high-
MP potion.
Sure. Sitting up on a high precipice, you see what looks like a sort of wizened old warrior wearing gilded armor, sitting in a large chair, looking down upon the arena as you enter.
Are you Gilgamesh? Roa shouts up at him.
Make a charisma check.
Ooh, and that 20.
Wow.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
He raises a hand out above the crowd, and the crowd remains silent. He stands up and he leans over. Yes, I am Gilgamesh, Welcome, warriors.
Hi.
Have you come here to entertain?
What's in it for us?
My favor. And the ability to proceed in this tower.
Okay.
Then yes.
Very well. Let combat commence. Last man standing prevails.
Balls. I'm
Wait,
not
what?
ready.
And he sits back down. Each
Is
of
it
you roll
just-
initiative. You're fighting each other.
Oh.
Wow. Can I just punch myself and fall over with my 1 HP? No.
I think didn't we all heal up since our last combat?
No.
Nobody
No.
got there.
We walked
Nobody
through the
here to
door.
Elmo. He's got 1 HP.
I figured
Uh,
that
would
we did that at the end of last session.
would my energy shield at least be back?
No, I think that wasn't
Like
we were having
Roa heals everybody
Manny
at
just,
the
like-
end of all of our stuff.
Oh, that's right. Manny did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
that's
that's right.
right.
The whole
I
argument
think he
about
had
it.
reduced HP and MP and everything. Yeah, okay, so you guys are all at full health. I don't need to roll anything. This is all you guys. I just need to write down your stuff and tell you who goes in what order. So you guys are literally fighting each other.
Oh, snap.
Last man standing gets to have Gilgamesh. Well, gets to challenge Gilgamesh if you want. So
Those of us that don't want Gilgamesh can just keel over and die.
Yeah.
just play dead.
Oh, you got me.
Who's the most powerful out of all of us?
that's
Well, that's what
pretty
I'm like-
close.
Probably Locke.
Probably Locke, but
I choose luck.
it's highly possible that Roa could get off a quick kill on Locke before he can do anything.
In full meta, trying to figure out which one of us would be the best to go up against.
All right, so did you guys roll initiative?
I did. Didn't
It's
I?
on my health.
I got a
Yeah, you rolled
72.
72.
Roa got a 72, and you're going first, correct?
I'm thinking about going first. Yeah.
All right, so Owen goes first,
Yeah.
and then we've got
Is
Roa, and then we've got Manny,
And then me last.
and then we've got Locke, and then we've got Caramel. Oh shit! I don't know. This is gonna be really close, guys. Pull out the stops. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Pull out the stops.
Ah,
Oh, man.
all right. Okay, so you guys find yourselves forced to opposite sides of the arena. The arena has I can draw it for you, but basically the arena itself is a large circle. There are 4 walls surrounding a central fountain in the middle. The 4 walls are 20 feet from the central fountain, and they each have a gap of 20 feet between them. The rest of the area is completely open sand pits. And then there's the 4 cardinal directions of each one. So, the area, you will each start at one of the 4 gates, and one of you will start in the middle. So, it is up to you who you would like to start in the middle, or I'll roll a D.
Yeah.
Just
I
roll
say
it.
roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll it.
Yeah. Manny, you're in the middle.
Cheese. Loads and loads of cheese.
So Manny's standing in the middle. And then we've got Locke at the north. We've got Roa at the south.
Hang on, I'm taking notes.
Oh, let's just do this.
Locke's
I
north.
was just drawing it because we all have different initials.
Aramil, you're gonna be on the west. And then yeah, okay.
So I'm on the east. Yeah.
That leaves Owen in the east. The distance between the wall, between your gate and the wall ahead of you, because there's a wall ahead of you, between you and the fountain, right? You can't directly see each other across the way. Right now, you can only see the person across from you. Manny, you can't see anybody. You're just sitting in the middle of a fountain with 4 walls. So they don't see you either at the moment.
But we can
That's
see the person.
But
at
you
the
can
next
see the
door.
person to the next door to your left and to your right.
And the doors are 20 feet away from each other?
That's correct. Well, no, the doors aren't 20. The walls are 20 feet away from each other. It's 50 feet between the door and your pillar. So, I mean, like, you can try to do, like, a triangular math. So, 20, 70, 70 feet there, and then 70 feet, 70 feet. So, a squared plus b squared equals c squared to find the actual distance between one another.
Nobody's doing that.
We
But
just do
we
it.
do need to know how far away we are from each other.
So they can't see me because the fountain is raised or it's lowered.
There's walls, so like portion walls, so we don't have line of sight on the middle.
Got
We'd
you.
have to go around a wall that's open at the corners.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit in the fountain. Have fun, guys.
Does anyone have the estimate for how far we are from each?
No, because I have no idea what numbers he said.
Oh god. I'm just thinking
Ragnar?
over things and I'm just like,
What?
We need to know how far we are from each other.
I'm gonna figure it out here in a
Okay.
second.
Okay.
And I'm north, and who's what?
You're north. I'm at the south side, and then
Airmill's west. I'm east.
yeah. You really should have made a diagram for this in Roll20.
I'm sorry, okay?
yeah, come on, Kagdor! Come on!
See. I need a color. There we go. So
I mean, you're about 90 feet ish from one another, if that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Works.
Ish?
And you're like, it's like 90. 90.
I need exact measurements down to the inch, thank you.
Well, I mean, because we have movement speeds, right? So we need to know if we can get to each other or not. So that's
It's like, we're gonna go with 95 feet. I don't know. That's close enough.
No, it's not.
okay. It's good enough for me. So
Uh,
Owen's going first.
yep.
Owen is going first.
I'm turning into a dog and digging straight down into the ground. Bye, guys.
Whoa, dude. So, did he turn into a wiener dog? Is that what that means?
Yeah, he just bitched out. Okay, so there goes Owen.
And it's sand, so it closes behind me. There's no tunnels.
Good thing he.
So you're suffocating.
I shouldn't be suffocating if I can go through the dirt like that.
If the sand is following around you, it's the same as having no oxygen
still
because you
go
don't
like
create
this.
a tunnel. Yeah, so you only have like a minute of air, or less than a minute of air.
I just. Well, that's not. I guess there would be a tunnel too. I don't know. Depends on how hot you say my fire is.
Yeah, I think you would burn, like the way you would dig. I'd say you burn yourself a tunnel of glass. You sort of slide down it as you burn.
Fair enough. All right, so there is a tunnel, but it's small. I'm the small dog.
Oh, you're the small dog. Yeah, so you just go.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Okay. Well, how deep did you get? You gotta roll for how
Let's see,
deep
how
you
far
get.
can I dig during that? Because I haven't updated this sheet. That's fine.
And then let's make a perception check to see if you guys even see him dig.
Dig into it quickly. Roll D20, 20. Roll D20 plus 2 decks. So
I rolled
two
a
times my
60 on my
dexterity.
perception.
So I haven't modified any of this. So let's see.
All right, so so just like give me you can 90. So it's for every 5, right?
Yeah, I think that's what you went with.
Every 5 points is 1 foot deep.
Should double check. 1 foot per 5 points on a roll. Yeah.
So you got 18 feet straight down. And
It's gonna be
go
like
ahead and roll reflex for
16 feet down, and just a little hook to the on the
me. Little
bottom.
hook to the okay.
So you can't look down and see me.
Yeah, okay. So go ahead and roll roll reflex save for me.
Reflex. All right. Actually, that number should be higher, but that's okay. What level? Are we up to level 35 yet?
No.
Yeah. Any level doesn't matter. Just do 34.
266.
266. So you guys look and you see like Aramil. Both of you see Aramil. You see Aramil to your left. Locke, you see Aramil to your right. You look to the other gate and there's nothing there. So, Roa, as far as you know, you're first in this combat. So,
I am going to use Animate Shadow to summon a shadow copy of myself. And then I have one more action. So, I'm just going to look over at Airmail and I'm going to curse him.
You guys can't even remove curses, so that's there now.
Well, he still gets a save, I think.
Yeah,
so
he
it's
does.
versus willpower.
Eventually he'll save, between
rolled a
leadership
91.
and inspire and everything.
You roll a 91 versus your willpower. I don't think you're gonna curse him with that. His willpower is pretty good.
I don't know.
Right. Yeah, my willpower is a 117 without rolling, so as long as I don't roll.
Don't roll
As
a
long as you
one,
don't roll a 1.
but it's airmail we're talking about
There
here.
you go.
11, yeah.
All
Or
right.
she doesn't use a cheat. Natural 20 versus 1.
God.
No, I'm not gonna
That's
waste
rude.
it.
That's-
All right, so I try to curse him. The spell fizzles in my hand, and then Roa conceals her presence.
Oh, whew. You guys watch as she fades into the background. You're like, what the fuck? So now there's only 2 people standing there, as far as you guys know. Manny, you looking around, and you just saw like sort of like a dark energy pass through one of the gaps between the 2 pieces of wall, and that was it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you've heard or seen nothing.
Okay. Is it my turn? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look what I've got here. What can I do? I don't know, because I have to like instigate a fight essentially. Um.
Oh. Oh boy.
I am going to procrastinate in the fountain for my turn.
You're just gonna so you're just like looking out, checking out the fountain. You're just gonna make a perception check to see what you see down there.
I'm just having a little look around with my Draken eyes.
Yeah, make me a perception check.
He just like gets a drink from the fountain, like, oh, this doesn't seem too bad.
Cool. So you're standing on the middle of some little raised platform, and you can see the water sort of gushing out around you, down into the pool below. You see the glittering of a few gold coins, as well as a few koi fish twisting around one another in the pond.
Okay, well, I'm going to have my turn picking up the gold coins from the fountain.
Okay, just roll me a D10 for how many you can get in 6 seconds.
I was half expecting you to say you were picking up the koi fish.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna be surprised. I was gonna be like, all right, dexterity, let's go. All right, 7 gold coins.
Ching, baby!
He's like, this fight's already profitable.
You guys watch it? The people in the audience are like, woohoo! What?
Yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah, 2 people disappeared, and then one guy just sits there beaking coins out of the fountain.
Just wait till Airmill gets there.
Yeah,
That's what I do. That's what I do.
Luck, it is your turn. Oh,
Alright,
wait,
so
Luck,
what's
no.
the distance between, so from where I am to like a corner?
To the
The,
next person over
the
that you can
corners
see.
are where the openings are to the wall?
Yeah. So each wall is about 20 feet wide and is about 20 feet from the central section.
Okay.
So you got about 50 feet to the wall. So you can't see Manny beyond the wall, and you can't see Roa.
Well, first I haste myself.
Okay, cool.
Wouldn't be able to see Rowan.
But you can see Aramel at about 90 feet away. So to see that, it would probably be about 40 feet, and then you could see Manny.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go halfway between. I mean, I have 69 movement speed.
Nice.
Hasted.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So you'll
I'm
take
gonna go
45.
halfway. I'm gonna go halfway, and then when I spot Manny,
Yeah, so 45 feet towards Aramel.
yeah, 45 feet towards AirML,
Okay.
and then I will turn into a vampire lord.
Okay, and spends his next action to turn into a vampire lord. So we got that going for us. Aramel, it is your turn. Make sure you read your whole sheet too, by the way.
My whole shit.
Because I updated everybody's stuff before this.
Oh, I just saw the thing you put on mine.
What did I put on yours? I forgot.
The choose for leveling up claws.
Yes. Yes, I need you to choose.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. By my whole sheet, the changes to Mirror's long, or what you added for Mirror's long neck.
No,
So
I
what
didn't
you
change
meant-
anything to Amir's long neck. I
Oh.
was just talking about the fact that I put summons on your sheet.
Oh yeah, I already read that.
Okay, good. Yeah,
I just maybe never noticed all the stuff with Mirror's long neck then.
yeah apparently not. All right, Aramil, it is your turn.
Yes, I will cast first off Hellfire Sentinel on myself.
Okay, Hellfire Sentinel.
So, shit. I don't. Oh shit.
I'll give you a certain amount of time before I determine that Aramil was also sort of standing there like, I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna start just drawing in the sand as well then. I'm gonna try and draw a picture of a butterfly.
Oh god. You see fucking Locke turns into a vampire lord and starts stalking towards you, and you just sit there and start drawing in the sand. Oh.
He won't kill me.
I'll be right back. Give me a second, guys.
Oh man.
Well, that takes us back to Owen, right? That was everybody?
Yeah, it's gonna be me. I was trying to decide what to do.
Yeah.
Cause like I want to win, right? But I don't want to actually like kill anyone.
Yeah.
I just have to knock him unconscious.
Right.
I didn't want to like make you skip your turn or anything, and just like, you know.
I was like, I don't know what to do.
I think
Technically, it's last man standing. He didn't say that we had to die. You guys could
Right.
just all lay down and
Yeah.
I could win.
I'm going to.
Do whatever you guys want.
Well, last
All I'm
man
saying.
standing. I mean, that means Ro is automatically out.
Yeah.
For now, I'm just gonna dig towards the middle. Oh, that's plus 34 also, so 134. So I'm gonna go like 27 feet, kind of at an angle, like towards staying underground, but going towards the middle.
I mean, that's 20 feet, right?
That's 26.8 feet, cause plus 34,
100 divided by 5 is 20.
134.
134.
Oh, because you didn't add the 34.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so 106. I mean, 26.
Yeah, it's just short of 27.
Okay, yep. So you go 20, 26, and whatever feet.
I'm just kind of like angling, towards the middle, staying underground,
Yeah.
just like.
So you just burrowed. 20. All right, so I'm going to put you where you are. That's about halfway towards there. Okay. This is so stupid. I actually have miniatures I could use for this, but you guys are making a mockery of my battle royale that I thought was going to be super fun. Roa.
These
Okay. Well, shit. I hate to do this because it's probably. I don't think I have anything else I can do, or that would make sense. So I'm going to need. Locke, you're gonna have to roll a perception check.
See if you see her coming.
Although, well, I don't know. How does that work, Gagnor? If I teleport behind him, does he get a perception check, or do I just automatically get a sneak attack?
I mean, you're not at an angle that you could actually.
That you could have been perceived to begin with.
Well, if I'm
So you
I'm-
can't see
We
him
can't
either.
see each other at
Well,
this point.
it would
anyway.
be move. and
Yeah.
then
You'd have to
potentially
move
teleport.
Teleport. But is a
Right.
move a teleport? I mean, is
No.
a teleport a move?
No. She can do it freely as a free action. It's like akin to like a movement, but yeah.
I would argue that whether or not like her appearing behind you would be like more of a reflex.
It's more
thing
like
than-
she needs to. I think it's more like you need to see her.
Mm,
If you can perceive her before she teleports.
Oh,
So
okay. So yeah, I'm running.
because she
To
has to
my
be line of
left.
sight to teleport to you.
I'm running
and
towards
you would also have a
Aramel,
chance to see
basically.
her. Yeah, so
And then
you're
I'm
running
gonna
towards
teleport
Aramel.
behind.
Yeah, because
walk
you
or
only
see
need
him.
to move like 10 feet to be able to see him because
Yeah.
of he's between those two. So once you get
Right.
between yours and between those, you can see
Right.
him.
And what's the DC?
60.
Just a
Oh.
60 wisdom, yeah.
Then I see you.
Okay, but then what does that mean? Like if I'm
Then he makes a reflex. You guys do competitive dexterity checks to see who.
It's a 80 and 93.
Yeah, so you
Wisdom to
see
see.
her moving. You see the sand and dust kick up as she starts
okay,
running.
but then
You don't
okay.
know if he sees you or not, so that you make that.
well, no,
so
but then
that-
I teleport behind him.
and so you
to
both
attack.
make competitive dexterity checks there
Okay,
To see if you stab him in the back or if he
to
turns
see if you
around.
stay him in the back or if he gets to whirl around.
69.
94.
Oh no, that wasn't good enough.
He's a vampire lord, babe.
Well,
I add my charisma to all
I
my
know
stats.
that's why this is dumb, but I don't know what else to do because everybody
Okay,
else is
so he whirls
hiding.
around, so you don't get the backstab, but you still get to attack him.
Okay, so and then my shadow is doing the same thing, by the way.
Oh, one of you will get to flank him and hit him in the back.
Okay, so I don't get sneak attack, but I am getting seeking strike,
Yeah.
and it's a 331. It's a crit, and it ignores. How does this work in his vampire lord form? Does he have true defense?
No, he does not have true defense. So
it does a what?
so your defense is ignored, and it is now your constitution. Is your defense
Unless your con was higher.
unless your constitution was already higher than your defense.
Which I don't think
Oh,
it is.
so if you changed her crit, then she doesn't get like plus million anymore.
No, she still gets her plus whatever. She
I
switched
switched
back to
weapons.
the one that ignores
This
the,
one ignores defense.
Oh
it
god.
ignores.
Okay.
She gets mean daggers.
All right, let me roll my evasion.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
if I punch
so
someone, are
it
they
would just
lit
be
on
like
fire
the
forever?
85 whatever. Yes. They sure fucking are.
I need a calculator.
So that's 307.
But it
so
ignores
that's
20
301
because it's
plus-
seeking strike.
So it ignores 20. So that's 350. So just go ahead and do 351. 351 minus 307 plus 304 for the crit.
Yes.
304 for the crit is 348
And then
times 2.
Well, what's his con defense at now?
Oh yeah, my
No.
con.
No.
Defense happens after.
Oh, okay. So I do
so-
696 damage
696 minus 85 or whatever.
minus
Minus
whatever your con
82.
is.
Minus 82.
694, you said?
96.
It's 614
696.
So 614 points of damage.
is the final number. Okay, this is making a little more sense.
So yeah, that's what I said. It's sort of a toss-up as to who would win in a fight between Locke and.
Well, okay, so that was
Roa.
614 damage. That was my first attack.
Mm-hmm.
It's whoever attacks first, really.
My second one's coming in, and that's gonna be 329 and another crit.
So yeah, basically just do the same maths again.
So 349.
He could technically still roll a natural 20 to dodge.
Minus his.
I mean, technically, all of
Ooh,
you
it's a
have a
crit.
chance to
Ooh,
win this
okay.
fight. The big thing is like Aramil.
Okay, you're gonna have to
technically
you're gonna have to walk me through it again though. So okay, so I rolled 349. His evasion's 312.
Yep.
So we subtract.
So you subtract. So you rolled 329.
349 with seeking strike.
Okay, so 349 minus 312. 37 plus 304 times 2
Okay.
is 682 minus, was it
So
85?
another 600.
597.
Or 590.
Okay.
But you've got like 4,000 HP, right?
Not quite.
This is going to be close. It's going to be close.
And then so I get that was my 2 attacks, and then I get a third one with my boots, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, with your armor, I think.
Your
Well,
tail,
my
right?
boots of haste are what give me the bonus action.
The
That's true,
teleport's
they do.
not even an action at all.
It's a
It's like drinking a potion.
it's
Yeah.
like drinking a potion. Yeah. Because it's
It's
like
a
she can use it as a
reaction.
quick, she can use it as a reaction. So she can't teleport twice in a turn.
Right.
So she can't teleport away from you if you attack her right now to add it to her evasion, which she can normally do.
So what we're trying to say is Roa needs nerfing because she's OP as fuck.
There's a reason.
I don't think you guys. I don't think you understand.
Normally, I'm
Gary.
on your side, so this is a good thing.
They both need nerfing. They're both terrifying. Everybody's terrifying at this
I'm
point.
gonna kill her in one hit on my turn. So
Yeah, he can kill her in one hit if he gets the chance to actually get her.
if I live, she's dead.
Well,
I feel
so
like
you need
I've
to
been
roll
left
another
Well,
behind.
that's not
evasion check.
necessarily true.
I got
No, the
left
two of them
behind
are
on
No,
my
it's
turn.
true.
Lock.
The two of them specifically are OP.
Hmm.
You need to roll another evasion.
Ugh.
I've got 3 more attacks after this one too, so hang in there.
Oh god. Alright, well I know what I'm doing on my next turn.
Okay. So mine
So wait, so
was-
is her stupid shadow gonna have the same attack too?
It has her attack.
but it's
So you're
um,
giving it the dagger, your dagger skill, right?
yeah.
Dagger
doesn't have-
skill.
It doesn't have
And-
her stone, right?
Doesn't have the stone, so it'd have dagger skill, and attack and teleport, right? Or are you giving it the stone? Because if it has, it can have teleport
can't
or the
get-
storm.
It gets one spell, one.
It gets any combination of items, spells. It gets 3 things. Any combination of items,
So
spells.
it's getting my dagger attack. It's getting
Dagger skill,
I could.
and then
yeah.
what's the third one? Because if it's teleportation and you summoned it back there, the previous turn, which you did, then it wouldn't be able to make it all the way over there in time.
Oh,
So
that's
it would
right.
get your
Could it make
base
it to
movement
caramel
speed,
in time?
or it would have teleport, but it wouldn't be able to do the double damage on crit, which is what's actually doing all your damage.
So that's not a crit, at least.
What? Her 11?
No, her is
Her
not a
8?
crit.
Her 8's not a crit.
So
no.
it's just
She can
30.
just use
I
luck
think
to
it.
make
I think
it
it doesn't
higher.
do any damage, right?
If she wants to, she
Yeah,
could just
that would-
re-roll it.
Damage.
Just for point of contest, and this is gonna hurt me too later. Is cold snap is so it's
That's-
still hitting.
That's also stacking.
So he
Cold
gets. You do take 3 cold snap marks.
I'm actually afraid to hit anybody now.
Okay, so what is the thing? It has dagger. Does it have dagger, teleport, and
Yeah, we need to know
Well,
what you put on her.
I usually give it contact heal, but I didn't realize. So the dagger is an item, and then
Yes.
it gets a skill and a spell.
Which would be it can get 2 items. It can get any combination of 3 things: skill, item, spells. So
That's not
you've
how
given
I've
it
done
the
in the past.
dagger. That's how it works. That's how you're supposed to do it. You just never have. So it's dagger. So you would have the dagger and then the dagger skill, so it can attack the same way you do, right?
Okay, but it doesn't get seeking strike or anything, right?
Oh no, technically no.
Okay.
So that's
yeah,
that's what
we've
made it
been
so
doing this completely
complicated.
wrong in
We've
the
been doing it
past.
wrong.
Okay. Well, I usually give it contact heal.
hmm
But now I feel like I need to give it teleport instead if I don't get 2 spells, or if I have to use my dagger.
so it's
skill.
just gonna make regular attacks on me?
I'm just imagining
Well, no, it
contact
can't
heals
get to you
around
this
you,
turn.
big deal.
So
Oh,
it's
okay.
It's just gonna run.
It's just gonna run at Aramil, I guess. Or at me.
fuck. What is it gonna do? I do get my orthos thing, but that's gonna miss unless I roll a nat 20. We'll go ahead and use that. Yeah, that was a 252 coming at you. That's gonna miss. Because you still get your defense and everything. Okay. Yeah, and then Roa will.
Also, I'm telling you now, you could have used your luck to re-roll your non-crit. Just like he's using Lux to re-roll his natural ones to dodge you.
Well, but I do get 8 of
Many.
them now.
Natural.
Yeah. So
Eh,
I'm just
whatever.
saying,
I don't,
like-
my turn's already taking forever. I'll remember that in the future.
Yeah.
I'm not going to retcon anything now. So
go all out, guys.
I will. I will go into the shadows at the end of my turn.
So you're going straight full stealth. So she can't attack you next turn.
Right.
She's gonna have to reconstitute. But
Um,
it's also not targetable.
At least not by like swing.
Yeah. So she is officially poofed herself.
Yeah,
but
and we'll
there's
just say
also a
the-
shadow cat
The
running
shadow
towards you.
cat is just moving towards Aramil, but I'm gonna have to rethink what I'm doing with her. And that's my turn.
So she went, ha ha ha! Locke just takes like these massive strikes and he's just like standing
A little
there.
bit.
Stupid
I
cats.
hate cats.
Yeah, just like a little scratch across your face.
I mean, comparatively, that was a very big scratch, but yeah, he mostly just pissed him off.
Yes, he's
so
pissed off.
That's gonna be Manny's turn.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna come out with a fountain now and start heading north.
Start heading north, so just straight towards
No,
the wall.
south. I'm gonna head south.
Okay, you're gonna head towards
Away
the
from
wall.
the fighting.
Yes.
Are you gonna head straight south or southeast? Because you do see this shadow running out towards you, sort of in that direction.
Yes, and I know who it is, so I'm definitely moving south.
Are you gonna go fight
So
the
like
shadow? Or...
southwest, away from everything else.
No, actually, no. I'm gonna start heading towards the west.
The west
So towards
is
Owen.
Airmill.
towards
Aramil.
Aramil.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you
So-
said east was Aramil.
So you're gonna go southwest or northwest because there's that 20-foot wall.
So northwest is where
That's
the fighting
due west.
is with me and Locke.
Yeah, I want to stay away
So
from
you-
like the
Southwest is
vampire
where
lord.
my shadow is right
So
now.
that's her shadow, and then there's Locke. So it's shadow and Locke. Those are your two options.
So Demon Lord, our Shadow Cat.
If you're going west, you can go east because there's nothing over there as far as we can tell.
as far as we can tell, well,
It's
it's like
just like
20
intimate
feet
death.
underground. 20 feet
Uh.
underground, there's a dog,
No one knows where I
and
am.
Aramel's just sitting there like, "Holy shit!" He just
Um,
starts drawing a butterfly in the desk. So,
No, I'm gonna go southeast.
southeast. That sounds like a plan.
The complete
Uh,
opposite.
So you get 30 feet
That
of
Demon
movement.
Lord's
I
scary,
think?
man.
Are you dashing or what?
Yeah, I'll dash first.
Yeah.
You're
So
just
you're
huh?
so you're okay. So you're gonna move like about 60 feet out, and that was an action to dash. So you're out there, away from everything, in the exact opposite direction of all conflict.
Oh, baby, yes.
Okay.
Uh,
So now we got Manny out there. Is there anything else you want to do as like a free action or anything?
can I see anyone from where I am right now?
From where you're right now, make a perception check.
You can see an angry vampire lord far away.
Yeah, you can pass over
You
the
might be able
fountain.
to
You
see
do
the
see an
cat.
angry vampire lord and blood spraying, and you saw the dust fly, and
Yeah, that's why I'm
64?
going opposite way.
you see the sort of rim of something. There's like this small little like dip where there's like no sand for a second, and you can't really quite make out what it is, but there's like over towards the east gate, there's like this small little dip right in front of the gate in the ground. You can't quite see anything to it. There's just like this little shadowy bit there. And then west of you, directly west of you, you see a shadow running upright. Like, I don't know if you've seen her summon her shadow before. I don't think Manny has. So he just sees what looks like Roa, but it's just a shadow upright, not on the ground, running.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go have a little look at this little dip in the sand. Is that something I can do?
You're out of movement speed for this
I
turn.
have a
so-
movement. Okay.
But you can get there
so,
next turn, no problem.
I'm gonna lie on the ground. Oh.
He just lies flat. He just goes.
Head first.
Sand on his head, like
Yeah.
There is some booing from the audience for that one. Same as Aramil when he started drawing. There's a little bit of booing. A couple of people went, "Aww." Luck.
I'm gonna pain Manny.
Okay.
It's been nice, guys. It's been
in-
nice. Bye.
And
So-
yeah.
What does pain do again? What does this specifically say that it does?
It all damage is redirect. Is inflicted to your surrogate instead.
Okay.
It's
Just
not
wanted
gonna trigger his. Whatever.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that it didn't specifically say anything that would go into the text of turbulence.
No, yeah, because it doesn't. It's not mind affecting or stunning or disabling or anything. It just redirects. The
Yeah,
damage.
it's movement and mental effects.
So
basically.
the next 2,454 damage that's done to me will be done to Manny instead.
Cool.
And then I'm going to pick up the blood that I just got spilled from myself, because I can do that since I'm in Vampire Lord form.
And do a 1200 blood.
1209
How many rounds are
damage.
you a Vampire Lord, by the way? I don't think you rolled for it.
This, I did. I re-rolled because I failed miserably and I got a 4.
Okay.
So I'm gonna reform that. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. I'm really sorry, Aramil. You're the only one I can see.
It's within range, I guess.
It's my range is 1,200 feet.
Well, I mean, technically, you can still see Manny though. Then, if you
I mean, technically, I could just swing it around and destroy the arena.
You could just go straight for Gilgamesh if you wanted to.
I know I'm not gonna do that. Not yet. Not as long as Cat's in the shadows.
I mean,
Silver Spoon.
metaing a little bit, I was tempted to do that just to see if he jumped. I was like, fine, I'll take you all on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 1,209 plus 80 plus that's 1289 plus 70.
Oh yeah, you do need to do that, babe. You need to apply your curses to him for Alpha Strike and Beta Strike.
Does she get to do that if she forgets?
I
Does
mean,
she?
it's supposed to apply. Like it.
I'm more curious because she could give the stats to you technically.
She
could.
could.
Well,
You're not an
it's
ally.
an
which you
ally,
give it
and
to
in this
yourself.
combat, yeah, so it would go to me automatically.
Yeah, because
So
she's
it
the
would
only
be
ally.
it would be reflex to me for 3 rounds.
You do it again for Beta.
Well,
You landed both the first and second attack of combat.
I thought it was first or second, not both.
No, it's both,
That's just
think.
stupid.
right?
I mean, that's I don't know. Is that if you are
Well,
the
read it-
first
read what
or
it-
second to strike in combat, your target loses.
Yeah, I thought it was one or the
I
other.
thought
Yeah, I
it-
guess
yeah.
it's one more. I guess it's one more. Yeah, you're right.
Alright, well, you can have my reflex then. What is my reflex?
I thought it's only what, give 10 reflex or whatever.
Yeah, she only gets it for 3 rounds. No, it's all of it. It's the whole.
Wow.
I take
the
all
whole
of his
shebang.
reflex for 3 rounds.
Well, then you have, right now, you take 159 reflex.
Ooh.
Jesus.
So she's not gonna fail any reflex checks for 3
Okay.
rounds, and he's
So
gonna
I'm
fail all his
I'm
for
gonna
3
swing
rounds.
at Aramil.
All right, Aramil. He's got
Good luck.
Hellfire Sentinel, so that pops. But he needed to roll for the potency of Hellfire Sentinel.
What does it do? It blocks damage and redirects it back, or what? How does that?
It
even work?
blocks damage and it strikes you.
But it only blocks a certain amount now.
It
or does
only blocks a certain amount now. So,
So it blocks damage and strikes Manny.
Yep, it
yeah,
blocks,
blocks damage. And,
math. I don't know. The math is. Spell level.
yeah, so it's supposed to. It's written down what it does. I'll pull it up for you real quick.
The math is hard.
King Hellfire Sentinel is only level 3. Yeah, so it's Mag 40 plus 2 times your Whiz Mag is the damage it does. Spell level times spell mag. Okay, so yeah, so it's 40 plus 2 times Whiz Mag times
Ugh.
3 is the maximum amount of damage it can do. So that's your Whiz Mag is what? 149 is
yeah.
just your base Whiz Mag. That seems wrong, but that seems really wrong.
It's because of his staff.
No, it seems low.
Or he doesn't
I
have
don't
that much
know.
whiz, though.
Unless the. I mean,
Just
I
for
have,
his, you guys are like your attacks are like all
Yeah.
400. His mag should be that high as well.
Oh, my attack's not that high, but all
I
my
mean,
stuff
unless the math
lower.
is wrong in that thing.
What's
I don't
your
know.
mag per level? Do you not have mag per level? Plus 2
Uh,
mag per level? Did you not add that?
Maybe not.
Nope, he does not have that.
Yeah. Oops.
So he's supposed to have 2 mag per level, and then the weapon, the staff gives him mag per level. Which is... Oh, you know what? I think you did do that. Yeah, I know you did.
Well. Oh.
So 4 times mag plus... was... Yeah, okay. You got it. So that's 4 times your level. Plus E16. You just have really low stats compared to everybody else.
Yeah, I mean.
I guess.
All
All right.
All right, so
Anyways,
what's this thing do?
so 149 plus 40. Or sorry, 149 times. It soaks up to 1,014 damage. So it does tank your attack, considering that it still does his defense and evasion. Yeah.
It does that much?
Yeah, it was the whole point of it was to stop it from soaking massive, like 6,300 damage hits. Since he's leveled up 20 times since the last time we actually did a Hellfire Sentinel. Yeah.
So what'd you say the formula was?
It's the spell mag, which is
Right.
Considering that's his mag and other mag. That's the mag of whatever it does to you.
Right.
Times the level of his spell thing.
Which is what, 3?
Which is 3. So
189 times 3?
149 times 2 is his wig mag. Is his whiz mag. Because it's 2x. Whiz mag for the. So it's 149 times 2 plus 40 times 3.
Okay. So 298 plus 40 times. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing.
So yeah, he tanks it, but then he strikes you for
Well, strikes
D20 plus 40.
Gary for.
So and that's unmitigated damage. So that's
16.
56.
Plus 56. Wait, what did he roll? What'd you roll?
You rolled 60.
16.
Plus 16. So 354 damage directly to Gary.
Okay, how much? Sorry.
354 damage. So here's what happens. This was really convoluted and complex. But a massive whip just cracks across, and then this massive demon forms and catches the whip, and then strikes back at Locke. And immediately Gary goes, "Ow!"
But his Hellfire Sentinel's gone now, right?
His Hellfire Sentinel's burned. Yeah.
All right, I attack again.
Oh, okay. Didn't you use pain this turn?
No, that was last turn.
Was it?
Wait, no, that was
No,
this
that was
turn.
this turn.
Shit. Never mind. I don't attack again. This is not going as I hoped.
It's more fun when it doesn't go as you hoped, though.
But I didn't want to be the first
Wait,
one to attack
I didn't
Aramil
move
with
this
that
turn. Can I
sentinel
do a
up.
quick action?
Yeah, you can do quick action if you haven't moved this turn.
All right, I'm gonna drink a potion,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get 915 health back.
Damn. Cool. Obviously you're gonna redirect that to Gary, right? No, just kidding. Oh, sorry, Gary. This wasn't going
Nope.
according to plan. Here's your heals. Cool. So that was your turn, Gary. Don't forget you can heal yourself. Just want to make sure that he knows he hasn't played in a while.
I'm so frustrated.
Aramil, it is your turn.
Well, I
He's
am
gonna
going
cast
to
Hellfire Sentinel.
exactly. Give myself another Hellfire Sentinel. First off, and then, see, in a way, if Locke keeps attacking me, I'm doing the work for him against Gary. You know.
That's true.
But
No, I'm just taking my frustration on you until I can see the cat.
no, and then I'm gonna turn into a cold dust form and fly as far away as I can in the circle.
He just, all right, where are you going?
The
Just
opposite
where would
direction-
you like to reposition yourself on the map as Cold Dust? You can move 60 feet as Cold Dust in a round.
Just the furthest point away from Locke. Just
Okay, so 60
Wherever
feet
that is.
directly this way. All right, you're about 180 feet away from Locke right now.
not that it's gonna make a difference, but still.
How long doesn't that wear have like a time frame on it?
You're actually you're not even 100 feet away from. You're about 100 feet away from Locke right now. You're still within the range of his whip. There's a limit to just how far you can go, without exiting the arena. All right, what were you
And then
saying?
His cold dust isn't it like quick act? Like poof, I'm cold dust. Poof, I'm not. Like
Yes, it is.
okay.
So theoretically, he could still cast a spell this turn.
And then, well, instead of casting a spell, I just want to, pull out a white cloth, tie it to my long neck, and lay on the ground, waving that in the air. White cloth. Just like, I surrendered.
They're booing the crap out of you right now.
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Can I only do one mark of entropy per turn? Is that like a full action?
Mark of Entropy is a full action. Hell yeah, it is. Because Mark of Entropy is fucking insane. And if you could do more than one of those in a turn, then yeah, no. So you're just going to give yourself a Mark of Entropy?
That's what I was going to do. So,
oh boy.
D100?
Yeah.
Okay. Does this get my player level for player roll stuff?
No, I think we discussed that it doesn't do that.
It doesn't? Okay.
Didn't we? I think we... Cause
oh,
it's
no, because a Stone of Ascension just says player levels 2 rolls, so it's like,
Right. But it's plus luck, right?
Adds luck plus D100 to their next action.
And if it's above...
If it's above 50, it's positive. If it's below 50, it's negative. That's why I was asking if it adds the 34 to the roll, because it'd make it easier to get positives on it.
Oh, no, I see what you're saying. No, it doesn't add that to your roll. It's just your luck.
Okay, so it's just a D100 on this roll to see if it's positive or negative.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a positive.
Cool.
So I have plus 181 on my next roll, my next action roll.
Okay.
And I want to try and I don't know if I can use my movement to do this, but try and not seal the tunnel behind me, but just kind of make some of the glass, melt, make it a little less full tunnel behind me.
Oh yeah.
And that's my turn.
All right. So he's just sitting there making a little hovel under the ground. You have no idea what's going on up above.
I mean, I'm listening. I can hear.
You're like 20 feet underground. You don't hear shit. That's solid earth.
I'm an
There are
earth
many
dog.
angry vampire roars that you can't hear.
You can sort of smell them moving around through your hole. You're 50 feet of earth. You're supposedly just fucking around down there, just building up stacks of entropy. Because it's per stack too, so you can just keep sitting there, entropy, until he goes out and.
Pretty much.
Okay, Roa.
I'm gonna try something I've never ever done before, and I think it might be a really bad idea because I don't know how the numbers work. But I'm in my Lennox form in the shadows, right? So I would like to attempt Shadow Take Thee on Locke, which is to drag him into the shadows with me, where he can't escape until I leave. And all of my attacks are sneak attacks with double damage.
Oof.
I forgot about Shadow Take Thee.
I've never even looked at this sheet before, so I didn't know
Well,
that
so
was
you
a
can
thing.
only do Shadow Take Me as a Shadow Panther
It says the Lennox can use any ability that any
or
other form can
Linux
use.
form.
Yes.
So you've entered Linux form then.
Yes.
So do everything that says.
What do you mean?
Linux form said there's lots of things that it says you do in a Linux form, and it only lasts for a certain amount of time.
Right. So I've got 2 rounds. I rolled that,
Okay.
but that's it, right?
No.
All attacks are considered sneak attacks. And that's it. That's all it says. I don't know what you're getting at.
I mean, mine has the stat bonus.
Yep. Has 1 additional stat point per player level that they may distribute as desired each transformation. Yeah. So you get to do 34 points distributed as you wish that will last as long as you are in Linux form.
Oh, for 2 rounds? I have to distribute 34 points right now for 2 rounds of combat?
I mean, you could drop just plus
You can
34, or like.
You could just drop 34 directly
in-
into one stat if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
I guess I'll put it in,
Yeah,
in
stick
Dex.
all in decks.
Yeah. So you just drop 34 points into Dex. Done.
Okay.
I mean, the only time like you're not gonna do that is if there's a certain scenario where like I need to be able to carry someone. Strength.
Right. Okay, fair enough.
Or if you wanted to, you could split it between like luck to get some more.
Yeah, no, I
reroll.
gotcha. Okay, so so is that it? I drag him into the shadows.
You drag him into the shadows. Locke, you are in a solid place with only her. She is technically considered to be. He can still attack you,
Yeah.
but yeah, you are in the shadows with her. You guys watch as the vampire lord just gets into the shadows with her.
Man, sure got quiet up there.
So that's one action. You can technically make one attack this turn.
Right. So that's the part I'm trying to figure out. So I mean, my Lennox form still has my weapons and stuff, right?
Yep. It's
Okay.
just you look and you see her in her Linux form for the first time. You can describe how you want to look as a black cat woman.
I mean,
Like-
basically the same, but
But,
everything's
like-
kind of like wispy, shadowy. Like there's little like
Yeah.
black kind of energy, sort of.
Yeah, you don't see any
rolling off of her.
pale skin on her or anything like that anymore. It's all cat. So,
Doesn't do like dark damage or anything.
no, I don't think she has anything that does dark damage. It just makes her move in shadows
It do dark damage.
because you could just be immune to it.
It's just be immune
Yeah.
to.
No, it's just whatever
no,
her
I don't have
daggers
any
do.
affinities.
Well, technically, you are dark affinity yourself,
Right, me personally, but my attacks aren't.
but your attacks are all physical.
So within the shadows, all of my attacks are sneak attacks,
Mhm.
and it says double damage after evasion and defense.
Mm-hmm.
This costs 50 MP per round, no problem. So, okay, so it counts as both. So it's a 348. I need my calculator again.
348. Here we go, boys. Back at it. I've got it. 348. What's up?
So that was a 319
You get plus 20 because
plus
sneak
20
attack.
for seeking strike plus
All right.
um
Plus what?
plus 319 for the crit.
Plus backstab, right? for
Well,
crit.
I mean, does that count as a backstab if I pull him into the
Doesn't
shadows?
everything count as a backstab? Isn't that
Well,
what it said? Or no?
sneak attack is different from backstab.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
have to
Everything
be
counts as sneak
behind
attack.
him to get backstab.
Gotcha. All right.
So I'm at 368, but I forgot what that was. That was plus the crit damage, and then it's times 2 minus whatever. What's your constitution?
So that
again?
was 736 minus 85, right? So 651.
But then it's so that was what my question was, because Shadow Take These says it also doubles damage after evasion and defense are considered.
Oh,
So that would be another
Oh, after evasion and
1302.
so after evasion and defense are considered, then
Yeah.
it doubles it again. That's 1302.
Wait, so she did
1302 actual damage to you.
poor Manny.
Manny, you take 1302 damage.
He just over there like.
I take 1,000. What? Sorry,
302 damage. So you're just like sitting there. You watch the vampire lord get sucked into the ground. You're like, what the? You feel yourself get stabbed like right in the back of the neck. But there's not even any blood. But you like just feel.
But the only way to get rid
all
of
the
pain
pain.
is to run it out, right?
Yeah,
So-
it sucks.
Yeah.
Manny's
How,
just like
how much is it again? One more time.
1302.
1302
1,332.
and 2
Yes.
and just 02. 1302.
So far, you have taken a total of
3,654.
How much
No,
have I
that's-
taken altogether?
1,364 total damage so far.
no. He's taken more than that.
I've taken more than that. Yeah, I'm very much nearly dead.
How does he take it more than that? He took the Hellfire Rebuke, which was 352, and then he took this one, which was 1,302. That's
Yeah, he's taken.
1,654.
He's taken 1,656.
And I've only got
That's-
2,200.
Oh, so 1,656. That's what I said. Just I was off by 2.
Now, my question is, if I give my shadow, can my shadow enter the shadows willy-nilly, or is that something I have to give it as well?
The shadows empty the what?
Can my animated shadow come into the shadows with us? Oh, I gotta make my.
No, it's just the two of you.
Okay,
So
Yeah,
well,
like
I do have to make my Orthus blade attack.
if that's not gonna do anything, but you sure?
Well, if it counts as a sneak,
It does.
I could roll really well.
You could.
Doubled after everything.
I was also thinking her shadow copy or whatever. If she did that while she was in there, I'd say it's in there fighting with her.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Right, but
But you left it behind.
you
Well,
summoned it out.
because I assumed it would get all of my racial stuff, because it's a copy of me.
Yeah, it does get your racial stuff. Yes.
Okay, but moving through shadows is a racial thing, right?
Yeah. This is its own place. Like this is
Okay.
Shadow
okay.
take thee as you are in.
Is it like
I-
is it like
It's a
Cthulhu's
one-on-one
Cradle?
combat thing. It's a one-on-one combat thing. When you take somebody into it, you lock the two of you in there to fight.
Well, I gotta roll. What's my Orthus blade? 282. Oh yeah, nothing. But that's
damage.
Well,
another.
it just missed because I rolled that. It was 305.
Okay, but you do take another mark from the hit.
Well, that one didn't hit.
No, but the other
Just
one
for the
did.
one hit, yeah. So
Yeah.
I've got what, 4
You've got
hits?
4 marks total.
But you are considered to be using.
Considered who be what?
She's considered to be using every other form's abilities,
Uh-huh.
which means she has plus 50 to stealth, plus 50 to evasion, because of uncanny dodge and stealth plus 50. Or yeah, plus 50 to stealth, plus 50 to evasion.
Okay, well, that Roa, after the attacks all go off, that Roa conceals her presence. And
So
then
you can conceal his presence in this one-on-one place.
She can do anything she can do anywhere else. Yeah.
Okay.
and then the other Roa up top is gonna run for
Which one laid down?
shit.
Now, does the plus 50 affect her concealed presence too? Even though that's not stealth, it's a skill.
Yeah,
Well, it's a stealth skill.
It's a stealth skill. So
Okay.
yeah.
So I just have to take another. Okay.
Well,
Or
Manny
AoE
does.
the whole area.
Well, my pain will run out eventually.
Yeah. Or if you AoE the entire area, it will hit her no matter where she is. Or you can,
So
Or how
Aramel
big of an
has
area is it?
or if you can mark her, then you know where she is no matter what her stealth is, right? So
Aramel has Hellfire Sentinel on, right? Owen's still hiding. Manny is face first in the sand somewhere.
yeah, Aramel and Manny are just sitting there.
I think my
They
my
both
shadow
laid-
my shadow is just gonna go sit with Aramel, and
Okay, there is
Doodle in the
booing
sand.
everywhere,
I don't.
like to the
I'm
point in
kind
which
of-
you guys actually see Gilgamesh like tapping his hand.
Cause
Just like
they can't see what's happening in the shadows, can they?
there's
As
nobody
far
can
as-
see anything that's
as
happening in
far as
shadows.
they can tell.
Everybody's just digging underground and laying on their ass.
I love this. This is great. Okay. I mean, yeah, my shadow's gonna go away without doing anything, I think, because it expires in. Did I roll for that? I think it was 3 rounds. But it's useless. So, all right. That is my
Yeah,
turn.
I will mention to you, Locke, it's not on there, but you can enter blood form in
Yeah, I know.
Vampire Lord form without it canceling your Vampire Lord form.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
But yeah, because there's no way I'm going to be able to detect her. She's got 110.
Right. Well, you can still roll a natural 20.
Wow, that's true.
Yeah. You've got 8. In fact, you could still roll a natural 20 and see her.
I forgot to roll for my haste, so there's my roll for my haste. I didn't keep track.
So 2 more rounds?
Well, I think 1 more round.
This round and next round?
I think so, because I've had 2 turns since
Yeah.
the first one.
Oh, so 1 more round. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you see if you can see her, I guess, right? So
Well, it's Manny's turn, right?
oh, it is Manny's turn, but I thought he was just laying in the dirt. You gonna heal yourself, Manny?
Yeah.
Yeah. So heal yourself for what's written for that. This is like 47 plus a lot, whatever you roll.
it? Breath of Life.
Yeah.
10 roll 10 d20s. Or 10
I think it's like 10d60.
plus my wisdom. Wisdom
Yeah.
is 57.
It's the wisdom mod. Let me
47.
go find it. Yeah, it's 47, and then Breath of Life is 10d60 plus wisdom.
Not a bad heal.
That's 349.
So I heal 349.
Yep.
Oh god, that sucks.
I mean, it's an area heal, so it's much more potent when you consider the fact that if you breathe it on your entire party, you all get it.
Yeah.
And it's also direct damage if you breathe it on other guys.
That takes my turn up, doesn't it? Essentially.
You could still do a short action. So if you had a potion, you could quaff a potion.
I don't have any.
You have a health potion. You have 2 health potions.
Oh yeah. Can I just take them both?
I'm gonna say you can because they're really shitty.
Okay,
so roll 10d10. Maximum amount you can heal for is 100.
do I have plus anything? No, you don't.
No, it's just those are regular health potions. 50. That's half.
I feel like I just like my character's been left behind in the sense that like I just didn't use my character in such a long time that like I've got no items, nothing really does anything. I'm kind of just gonna lie here and wait to die.
I mean, your skills do plenty.
You're still a formidable fighter.
And
you're a formidable fighter. You just
Aramil needs to give you that sword.
Yeah, Aramil, you should like crawl over there and give him a sword.
Yeah,
the sword he got last session. Is
I was actually thinking of that.
Yeah, they should be giving you that sword. No, just maybe not in the middle of this combat.
Okay, I
perfect time, you know.
I do all those heals and then I just kind of just place my head right back in the sand.
Just like lay there scared.
Yeah.
You could use your hat.
Because every time something
Yeah,
happens,
you also have your commanding. You also have your black officer's cap, which is the commander strikhorn or bicorn. So I don't remember thinking if you remember what that does.
No.
You can literally command somebody once per session to do whatever the fuck you want.
I've got no line of sight for anyone, have I?
No, as long as they have to be able to hear you. So
yeah, so there's people fighting in like a shadow realm. There's a dog on the ground.
Wouldn't he have line of sight of the shadow and Aramil laying on the ground?
I was gonna say, I'm just
the shadow.
I
You
think we're
can
on the
see
other
the
side of the
shadow.
wall.
But I thought he went
the
away
hole.
from Locke, which would have put him in.
He can see your hole.
Oh, okay.
Right, he saw your hole, and then he saw the shadow. So he sees Roa's shadow laying up there, and he sees Aramil laying up there. So
I was just trying to. I was like, there are.
He doesn't see
targets,
where the big fight is happening.
Yes.
He can see Zool.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, yeah, that was me.
Okay. Cool. And don't forget, you can also, whenever you want, just activate Turbulent once per session.
I can only activate it if I'm hindered by movement or...
That will automatically happen if you do that. You can do it by will whenever you want, once per session.
Mm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna attempt to see.
But I can't. Like I'm a close combat, aren't I? So I'm
You would want to do that before you want to do that right when somebody actually comes out to fight you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of getting killed by not fighting.
You're getting killed by not fighting. Yes, you're mostly getting killed because he used pain on you.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for the inevitable.
I figured I would just do whoever had the most, or who I assume had the most hit points.
Which was Manny, which is why he's still alive. Everybody else.
I don't know. I don't think I've got the most hit points.
How many hit points do you have?
You've got like 1,000 more hit points than some of the other players.
2,239 is my max HP.
Nope. I'm winning there.
Oh, you are? Since when?
There's
Since
a
my
current.
health is 2,924.
Since when?
See, his is higher than what my max can be.
Yeah.
Oh, his constitution is like plus 50. That's why.
I was about to say I have the stone or the Terracran band. Which
Yeah, the
gave me
Terracraken
plus-
band gave him plus like 30 or something.
That was my turn.
Yeah.
I will attempt to see.
45 plus 45 is what it gave me.
Nope.
Just barely.
You mean just barely by like 20?
Oh, okay.
What else are you doing?
Well, I assume that's not an action.
No, that's just
Passive.
that's free. That's passive. Do you see her? Yeah.
Alright, what can I do?
She pulled you into this place which you have not seen before, and you're like, "Fuck, cat! Why don't you ever do this to anybody?"
Right, why would she? Well, mostly because the stuff that she'd be fighting when it would
When
suck
Roa
to be
grabbed
by
you and pulled
herself
you in, it was
against
like,
them.
look
Yeah, I don't
what
think
can
you understand.
do.
She's pulling stuff out on you she hasn't used on any of the bosses you fought ever.
I didn't
Well,
know about
because
it.
if she had used it on the bosses would kill her.
That's true, yeah.
Oh,
She
The
would go in
one-on-
there
yeah.
one-on-one.
She'd have to one-on-one the boss.
Yeah, but if it's
This
somebody
is really
around
the
her
ideal
level-
situation for me to try this shit out because I have no choice but the one-on-one people anyway.
Well, I will poof into Blood Mist,
Okay, so
and I
you...
will spread myself out as far as I can to try and touch her.
So yeah, I just need you to
Pretty
make
close order.
competitive luck check. Like
Ooh.
Competitive luck check.
competitive luck check. Lock
That
rolled a
was
91, so I think he got you.
That was
You
his
rolled an
passive
87.
one, but even
still got it
his
with an
luck is
82
way
plus
higher
one
than
luck.
mine.
Alright, so she's marked.
So you are marked. He now knows where you are. That said, I'm pretty sure Locke also has 4 cold snap marks on him too.
Yes, which will kill Manny.
Yes.
But
Yes.
but you also can't attack her this round since you can
Yes.
turn back into.
Can't attack me.
So you could turn back into this round, or you could. Yeah. So that was just like, I guess you still have one action left because of the transformation was one action. So you could technically turn back this round, but you could just remain this round. and
Yeah,
make
I'm
an
remaining
attack
this round.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Cool. So he is now blood mist. He is untargetable by physical attacks.
What if I cold snap him? Does it freeze the mist?
Technically, cold snap is effective against the mist. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could.
But it's not my turn, so.
Yeah.
Right. Aramil's
It's
turn.
not your turn. It is Aramil's turn. Aramil, are you gonna do anything, or is Gilgamesh gonna have to stand up and kill you all?
I am totally gonna do something. I'm gonna try and teach Roe's Shadow Patty
How to
How
what?
to what?
How to what?
how to play patty cake.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So Gilgamesh stands up to all the booing and says, "Enough of this! I'm bored." And immediately raises his hand, and 100,000 swords rise up above the arena. And he looks down at all of you and he says, "You have one chance. Entertain me, or this ends."
Can we even
Oh.
hear him?
Can we? Yeah. Can we hear?
You guys can hear like an echoey booming coming from somewhere, but it sounds distant, like it's underwater.
Like the two people who could actually impress him that nobody can see what they're doing.
How far am I from Manny?
From Manny?
Yeah.
Aramil, you went over here. You're about 90 feet from Manny.
Stop, he's already dead.
I want to start making my way towards Manny.
Okay, so you get up and you start walking that way.
Well, I'll like you hold us to also make it.
All right, so 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, you're about 30 feet off.
Is that
You
what
You
she's
realize,
gonna-
you realize all your shit's ranged. Like you don't even.
Yeah, you could just conduit cast something at him.
No. I'm being nice. And then once I get closer, I'm gonna, take out called Ichimon's black blade, and I'm gonna toss it in Manny's direction. Be like, I got you a present, Manny.
All right, so you've got Ichimon's black blade lands next to you in the sand, and it is the spookiest looking. It's a vortex blade. It is the spookiest looking sword you've ever seen in your entire life. It is a black katana, and it's considered a vortex weapon. That is its affinity.
Ooh, interesting.
You'll have fun with it.
Is that on your sheet, Kang?
Yeah,
Yeah,
mean,
Ichimon's
partially.
Blackblade. Yeah.
I didn't really flesh it out much, other than basic stuff when I had written down.
So whenever you use that weapon, you use 2 times your strength and 2 times your dexterity to attack.
Holy fuck.
Plus,
Right?
Plus
give
50.
Manny a fighting chance. More of a fighting chance.
and then when it crits, you're gonna add your 2 times strength and 2 times
2
dex
times
again.
dexterity again. Yeah. So keep that in mind.
Enjoy, Manny.
Okay.
Well, I guess it's Owen's turn then.
So yeah.
My sheet. I just feel like Gilgamesh is probably like kind of confused, like arming his opponent.
Yeah, he's like, what is this? I don't understand. So Ichimon's Blackblade, I'll add that to the thing for you if you want to do it. Start row. Anyways, so that's Aramil's turn. Owen.
So I could hear that. I'm going to crawl out of where I went in. So I'm not digging anything. I'm just going to crawl back out. Get out and just kind of look around first. See Manny laying there. See Aramil just like throwing a sword, like face palm. Swords, like, oh shit. I really want to do this, but I'm not sure what the repercussions are going to be. And then I'm going to Chaos Forge. Yes, for entertainment.
Wait, you're underground and you're Chaos Forging?
No. I'm crawling out before I do
Oh. Okay, well that's a lot of movement.
that. It's only like what is?
It's like
18 plus. It's only like 40 feet.
it's like 40 feet. Normal movement's 30, so
I mean, what's movement based on? It's 30 plus like our dexterity or something.
It's 15 plus your
15
dex.
plus dexterity. So I guess it's higher than that. You guys could
Yeah,
have
my
moved a lot
dexterity
further
is
than I
currently
thought.
41 for the modifier.
Okay, so you crawl out of the hole and you see all the swords above you, and you're like,
Yeah, and I don't really want to hit Manny because he's laying there looking kind of pitiful, and well, I understand how Hellfire Sentinel works, so it's just like,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you don't want to hit Aramil because he's standing there looking kind of pitiful.
I mean that too, but I'm trying to basically prep for his fight in a way, but yeah, I would like to Chaos Forge with my current bonus onto my next action.
okay, you're gonna do what?
If I Chaos Forge, doesn't my stack go off for my next action, Mark of Entropy?
Oh yeah, I guess it does. Yep, it does.
So yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
I don't even know what to make of that.
What to make of somebody crafting in combat? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I mean, if he's like surprised by him being armed, I'm arming myself with something new. Let's see. So it'd be that plus. Yeah. So that'd be a 423.
423 to craft it.
Yeah.
What are you making?
A new blade, a new weapon.
Oh my god, what are you crafting?
I'm dropping in the Mirage Blade.
Okay.
And then I would drop in this case, because this was the one I was kind of planning on last time. So it would be the Magma Berg, the Unknown Claws, and the Terror Kraken's Automaton Claws. Or Terror Kraken's Bite Automaton Claws. With
The Terror Kraken's, okay.
With the Ice Dragon Legendary Core.
Ice Dragon Legendary Core. Goodness gracious.
And you can come up with the actual stats for this thing later.
Right. So you lay the blades out as you come out as a dog. You just like come out and you like stand up and become like a wolf, half man, back to a man. And then as you see that, you throw the weapons down on the ground and you do this 400 and what?
423.
423
Actually,
Chaos Forge,
I'm
and
sorry.
you watch as all 100,000 blades get sucked into a vortex that come into this blade reforging. And all the weapons, they're not just swords. The 100,000 blades, weapons of all different kinds, just disappear and vanquish into this one singular object disc-like thing, and it starts spinning. And with ice and cold and fire, it twists and turns, and you create it. It's going to be called the Frostferno Omniblade.
All right, let me delete some stuff. Frostferno Omniblade.
Omniblade.
And is it look like a claw, or is it like got that can be any
No,
weapon
it can be any weapon.
Okay.
And it looks like it's like a disc that is half fire and half cold fighting each other.
I'm just gonna pick it up and just into claws and just be like tap tap like.
Yeah, it looks like a fire and ice dragon are like fighting each other. And tap tap, and then as you do it, like it becomes two claws. One sits over your other claw.
Wow.
So
I'll take that.
the flame claw attaches and sits on top of your
And then just be like, ah!
Yeah.
So, while Owen's making that blade of fire and ice, is he also singing a song of fire and ice?
Yeah, so he's got one ice dragon claw and one fire dragon claw on his two hands. And the cold and fire is laying there, and Gilgamesh is like... He's like, oh, holy shit, bro, what the fuck?
And all his swords are gone.
That was on my swords, bitch. So he sits back down, and people start cheering, and he's just like... And then he looks back at Aramil and Manny laying on the ground. He's like, your turns. Another 100,000 swords appear. All right, Roa.
Okay, so he's Blood Mist, and this is my
Yep.
last turn in the shadows.
That's correct.
And I can't hit him with anything I have, I don't think.
Nothing physical now.
So I am going to pop us out of the shadows.
Okay, so Blood is sitting there, hovering, and then you guys watch as Roa straightens herself back up out of the shadows.
And I am going to Cold Snap.
Okay, Cold Snap,
So that's
which is...
4... Wait, that's not the wrong...
Sorry, Gary.
How much damage does Gary take?
320.
Goodbye all the healing you did, Gary.
Yeah.
So it's how much?
320.
Got off easy.
Yeah, Cold Snap's really not that bad without the 5th mark on there.
Yeah, once you get the 5th mark, it does a lot of damage.
So that's not even... So coming out of the shadows, though, is that an action? It's only an action if I change forms, right? But I can still be my Lennox form? How does this work?
Wait, what?
Coming out of the shadows is only an action if I'm changing forms, right?
Yes.
So I can still be in my Lennox form right
Yes. Yes.
now.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, hang on. Shit.
Riveting stuff, guys. Riveting.
I know. I can't decide what I want to do. I read it, but there's so much information here. I don't know if I'm ready to do this because
My biggest thing was I didn't want to have to be fighting both Locke and Roa at the same time.
well, and I was like, Locke's like my biggest like threat. I have to try to finish him off before anybody else gets in the mix. But it's not gonna happen. So
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna do Veil of Chaos.
Okay.
So, like this cloud of mist surrounds me or whatever, and that's a defensive thing.
Great.
So that's an action, right? And then I have one more action.
Yep.
I will. Fuck it! I'm summoning Shiva.
Fucking damn it.
I
Which
don't
one of her
know.
abilities? Which one of her abilities are you using?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So she can summon once per combat, but can be maintained for as many rounds as MP will hold. She grants you a choice of her tier 1 abilities. So Cold Steel, where she influences an existing weapon that is imbued with pure ice damage, adds 500 damage to all landed attacks as true cold damage for 1 round. Or she creates a series of ice spirits that add 1500 damage shield to a single target until 1 round after summoning. So I think probably
It's for 1 round after she's summoned. For
Okay.
both.
So either way, it's 1 round, and it's either just something defensive or something offensive.
And then there's Shiva Strike, which does the 6-hit combo, which is 6 times your attack. That's true ice damage.
Okay, that's also an option?
Yes, that's written
Okay,
right
well,
there.
it wasn't
There's
clear
3
if that
options.
was something different.
It's Cold Steel,
Or
Cold
the strike.
Steel, Ice
against the
Sentinel,
enemy.
or Shiva Strike.
Yeah,
Those are
I'm
your
gonna,
3
I'm
options.
gonna go with Shiva Strike.
Who are you attacking with it?
Well, can we do lock, even though he's, because it's ice damage?
It's true ice damage.
Is it a spell?
It is a spell.
Yeah, so you're going to reflect it back at Shiva?
I mean, unless it reflects it back at Roa.
No, it reflects it back at the caster, which in this case is Shiva. Shiva does that ability.
Yes, then I'll reflect it back to Shiva.
Okay. So, you spend 1200 MP,
And nothing happens.
and
The stadium just shakes a little
the
bit.
entire
you know,
the
but-
entire stadium gets like completely chilled. And even Gilgamesh is like, "Whoa!" As Shiva comes out with all 6 arms primed to strike, and this massive burst of cold wind flashes as just like a flurry of blows is struck against Locke, but it just. Oh, actually, is that a spell? No, that's Shiva Strike. That's not a spell.
Is it physical attacks though?
It's ice attacks. Yeah.
But it's physical attacks.
So
I mean, it's melee attacks, but it's
Right.
ice damage.
Punching a cloud.
Yeah, so
So it could still have the same narrative.
So I would say either it's a spell or she.
yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, because it's
Because
ice
it sounds like
damage.
it's a physical attack that does ice damage.
It's like Fist of Tyr.
Right,
Well, so-
which also had to hit me. Remember,
Right.
because I turned into mist and avoided it.
Right. Cool. So we'll treat it the same way. I wasn't sure how to roll that. So yeah.
So it's either it's physical attack and it needs to be targeted somebody else, or it's yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
it's a
so,
spell.
so
it
it's
does
not a
nothing.
spell.
It's a whiff. That's what it is.
Well,
You whiff him. Unless you're attacking somebody other than Locke.
well, can I just do the one that imbues my weapon instead of her?
I mean, you can.
You told
yeah.
me it was a spell, which is why I chose to do what I did.
Well, if it's a spell, he just reflects it. So
Well, yeah, but he doesn't that only happen like once per combat or something?
yeah, that's true.
So
But yeah, no, it says Shiva Strike. I thought it was a spell. Her casting it is a spell. Like her summoning Shiva is a spell, so I got thrown off. But technically, it's a strike from Shiva. So no, it is
Well-
a melee attack. So you can do Cold Steel. Go for it.
okay.
All right. So for this round and the following round, you get to do that. So since you can't attack this round because you already used your other action, yeah, you have Cold Steel on your blades.
All right.
Go.
I think my shadow is still up this, or does it? What round is this? 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Well, this
think
is the next. This is 3 rounds since you summoned it. Yeah.
So this is my shadow's last turn, I think. So it was 3 rounds. if I
Yeah.
recall
What are you gonna have it
correctly.
do?
So it is going to. I still haven't taken any damage, have I?
No.
Yeah, I shouldn't have bothered giving it healing. It's just gonna. Who's it with? It's with Aramel.
It can heal Manny. It's within running
We're
range.
supposed
I know,
to be
but-
fighting each other.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you
Why
want to
is
heal
everybody
somebody,
helping
yeah.
everyone else?
I'm not help. I help myself.
My shadow is just gonna run up to Aramil and bonk him.
Just hit him.
Just hit him with the dagger.
Oh yeah.
But
So
it's-
attack him. It's gonna attack him.
Well, but it's gonna trigger Hellfire Sentinel, right?
Oh yeah.
So
So it triggers your Hellfire Sentinel, and your Hellfire Sentinel goes, and the shadow just vanishes.
yeah.
Okay, cool. That was a lot of nothing. Manny,
The
Everybody's-
string is there. Cool.
I put your attack on for the weapon, by the way.
Okay.
It's 432.
So. How does Hellfire Sentinel work?
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna dash to RML and start attacking him.
You know, you give him the sword, and you're like, ha ha! And you just swing immediately.
Okay.
Fell through the trap, Aaron.
So I'm gonna trigger Turbulence as well.
Oh fuck, he's dead. Are you gonna do heavy hit?
Yeah, and I'm gonna trigger Heavy Hit as well.
Oh
Wow.
god, I want to see this
One
map.
shot.
Oh my god,
Does it
that's
double
so
strength, right?
cold-blooded. It doubles his strength. No, it triples his strength
Oh god.
and constitution.
Right, just tell me what I need to roll, because
Um,
I don't
So,
know the
it's,
math.
so he adds 6 times his normal strength for the attack.
So you have 150. Okay, hold up. Let me just do it real quick.
So it's like 140. Is it a plus,
Oh,
plus 51
God.
for his strength or plus?
Here we go. Let's do this times 3. Oh, what did it do that for?
Oh, my entire sheet now says error.
Why does it say error? Why can't I just do? Oh, because
Uh,
that's not the right symbol. It's not X. It's yeah.
No,
Danger,
it's
danger.
as the star.
Yeah, 159. And then we'll do this times 3. 153. That changes everything. Your attack is now 644 with the katana.
Are you
Okay.
sure? No, it's got to be more than.
No, the math is there. So,
What's his base mod?
huh?
What's his base strength? I mean, his total strength.
Is 159 when times by 3.
Yeah, and then you add that twice.
Yeah. I did. His attack,
Okay.
his base attack is 644.
Oh, I guess that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's huge.
So his basic attack is 644. So roll d20 plus 644. And you're doing a heavy hit. So actually 664. So 664.
And it adds his strength again if it hits.
Well, yeah, it'll add strength times 2 again if it hits.
So it's roll d20 plus 664.
Yeah.
Come on, crit.
No, don't crit. No.
You have plenty of rerolls.
You can reroll it 10 times.
Don't tell him that.
What's a crit on the Black Blade?
19 to 20.
Okay.
So we're looking for a 19 to 20.
19 to 20. Yeah, if you want to kill him in one hit,
If
that
you
would
want
probably
to.
do it.
6, 4, 4.
17. That's so mean. Here's the blade. Ah! His eyes just start bulging. He's like, ah, I've got
Oh, there you
Oh, shit.
Took 2 rerolls. That's it.
Oh God.
You're dead.
Pretty close to it. All right, let's do the math here. It's not as bad.
So it's plus.
So horrifying.
It's not as bad as when you guys do it because he doesn't have a ×2 modifier.
But he still adds. He still adds the strength 4 times.
Strength
And
4
the
times
dex
4.
2 times.
Yep, strength times 4. So it's 684, right?
Yeah.
Plus
So it's
636.
684.
Wait, do you want me to be working this out?
Hold up. I lost your sheet. That's why I'm having problems here. So plus 159,
Times 4 is 690. 636.
159.
Oh God.
Plus his.
Be
dex
gentle.
twice.
Be gentle.
Plus dex times 2 is plus 47, plus 47.
I'm
That's
coming up with
1,000.
14.
14. Yeah. So it's 1,000. 414 at you, Aramil.
Cool. Awesome.
Oh,
Well-
please just roll a dodge right now, please.
Roll a natural
Nat
20. Nat 20.
Right.
All that does is cancel the crit, since he
Uh-huh.
automatically hits still.
I thought defense won. So if he nat 20, it would still be
No, it
good.
just cancels the crit. If you both natural
Oh.
20, it just cancels the crit.
I thought we always did.
Because it's
defender wins.
automatic hit and automatic defense. It's like the impenetrable shield and the spear that can pierce anything.
You rolled a 114.
So 114 minus, what was it? What was your defense?
My defense is 100.
Okay, so minus 214. 1200 damage to you.
1200. Okay. Dude.
Yeah, that's scary.
I mean, yeah, that wasn't even with no double damage bullshit. That was just straight up. Ah. I do need you to roll a d10 for the number of rounds that your turbulence is going to last.
Oh god, it lasts for D2 rounds.
Yeah. 9
Lovely.
rounds.
Rip.
You guys watch as this dragon, his eyes just start bursting with light. Light radiates in all directions. Oh, you guys aren't friends anymore, so you take his radiant damage too. Everybody that's within 30 feet of him, I think it is. Radiant scales. Enemies within your area of influence takes -10 to attacking those within 5 feet radius, and take 10 points of radiant damage for being in contact with you in any way. Oh, with being in contact with you in any way. So that's an additional plus 10 damage. So you did 1210 damage. You should have also lightning clad yourself. Then you could have done even more.
Does he have that
didn't
many
know
actions?
I didn't know. Because
No, radiant scales is passive.
Yeah,
And
radiant-
activating
that's
his word is passive, because you guys can all do yours passively.
yes, the only action was the
So-
Wait,
dodge
is it
sh-
passive?
and-
I use
and-
mine as an action.
Oh, yours, yeah, because it's a big old spell. His is like just raging. It's like a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like a barbarian just raging. So
Yeah, because it's instigate. I can only instigate it once by myself, but it's also instigated by physical and mind and hindrance, isn't it, or something like that?
yeah, it cancels those
I
and
wasn't
makes you
gonna
just pissed
accidentally
off.
find him.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, that
the
was
only
Maddie's turn.
that was Mandy's
the,
turn.
the only action I did was heavy hit, essentially.
The only action he did was heavy.
I mean, I only get one action
Yeah.
per turn.
So can I do it? Can I
it's-
do a spell?
So Celestial Endowment is an instant action, and Lightning Clad is a consideration. That's actually a spell. Lightning Clad's a spell, but after you do it, then it lasts for 6d6 rounds. So you can't.
So
you
you
can
take a
only
turn
do
to
one
go,
action. So you can take a turn to make yourself like one of those turns you spent laying in the dirt. You could have Lightning Clad yourself, and then the following turns, everybody who touched you got an additional 60 points of damage that can't be avoided.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I kind of do this ginormous attack, and then I'm just like, sorry.
It's like, thanks for the sword. Ah! But no, you're still raging. Like you guys see, just like boiling off of him with light radiating from his scales. He has gone turbulent. Like there's like lightning crackling around him, but not lightning clad, just the turbulent. Cool. So that was a fun turn.
Yeah.
Aramel, you've been betrayed. Gilgamesh is up there like.
So I turn back into my Vampire Lord form,
Okay.
which I believe this is my last turn of my Vampire Lord form.
Yes, it
which
is.
I can't even use very effectively because what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to haste myself again because,
Right, and so you can only get one action now.
and then I'm going to pain again on Roa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Since I use that potion, the next. Well, there's like 798 remaining on Gary's, and then there's now 3,369 remaining on.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't realize you had that much of it.
Yep.
That's a,
Oh no, only because I'm in Vampire Lord form.
Yep.
Mm,
He has a ton of hit points.
Okay.
My normal hit points are like 1,700.
The thing is,
But
the
in
two of
Vampire
you,
Lord
like,
form, I add my charisma to my
you're
constitution.
the best to go against each other, and you're also the worst because you both are just like counter, counter, counter,
Yeah,
counter,
exactly.
Yep. Okay, cool. So I'm waiting for Aramil to unlock his true potential. Aramil, please do something.
Yeah, and since
Please
since
nothing.
my turn's over, I do come out of my Vampire Lord
So you
form.
come back to normal form.
No.
Aramil, come on, break out the win this. I'm pulling for you to win this.
Alright, well, first off, I'm gonna, move a little away from, Manny.
You're gonna move away from Manny. Well, that
Yes.
sparks an attack of opportunity.
What if I call this?
Huh? You can
What
cold
if I-
dust away. Yeah, you can cold dust away. 'Cause then you become untargetable. But if you just move away from him,
Yeah.
you guys never do this because nobody ever exits combat from one another. But if you do, they do just get to attack you as you
Yeah.
leave with a basic attack.
I'm cold dusting away.
Does he
Just
not
not
have
like-
to roll to break away?
No, not if he's in cold dusting. That's like
He just sticks his finger up his nose.
he just sticks his fingers up his nose, turns into he got it from Santa Claus.
Okay.
Yeah, you weren't here for the Christmas special.
Gary's like,
I was-
oh,
I was definitely gone for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, what cloak did you give to Gary? Didn't you give Gary a cloak?
Yeah, he's got the Riddleman's cloak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, that's on the sheet.
Okay, yeah,
Please, nobody hit me because I'm terrible at riddles.
No, you it's the other way. You can
It's,
make
it's an
them
activated
do
ability.
okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna move the full move, but a fair distance away, and then I'm just gonna stare right at Manny, grimace, go Geronimo.
Oh shit.
Oh!
So he's Geronimo mode.
Let's see how long
Infinite
that's
mana. For how long? That doesn't even count as a spell. That's just your activation. Now you can
six
cast,
turns.
and you can cast 3 spells per turn.
Then I'm gonna, I feel like I need a friend, since all of my friends are
Oh
against.
god, how many roll
No.
out? This is why I was saying it's so bad that he got fucking summoned.
I'm
because
gonna
he's
bring
got
out my
infinite
good-
mana.
Good friend Ramu.
Okay. For 6 rounds, he's got Ramu.
Oh jeez.
What's Ramu casting this round? Well, technically,
Oh.
he casts through you, so technically you're the one casting the spells, but he gives you access to his spells. But yeah, since that's the case, you have access to his spells. You can cast 2 more spells that are Ramu spells this
So
turn. if you
Shiva's
want.
out here,
So-
Ramu's out here. Like,
To
Well-
start with, I'm gonna do shocking truth.
Shocking truth. Everybody in the entire arena that he chooses is now shocked. They take 1.5 times damage. There's nothing to roll to avoid it. You're just shocked.
that's it.
And,
That's for the remainder of combat.
Yo, yay. And then
So
I'm
Gilgamesh
going
is
to-
shocked too.
If he wants, you can shock Gilgamesh.
I want all of the party, obviously,
Except you.
and Gilgamesh. to
And
be
Gilgamesh.
shocked.
So Gilgamesh is shocked.
That's a big-
Gilgamesh is actually like,
That's a big
Frankly,
middle
he's
finger to
shocked.
him.
he's legit shocked and shocked.
Oh.
Like, you've status ailmented me. How? Sees Ramu like, it's like, oh, you fuck.
Shit.
So you guys see, like, standing behind, there's like a big, like a storm cloud sort of forms above Aramil as he starts summoning, and the ring of sigils appears below him, and then lightning strikes, and you see this tall, regal-looking old man standing behind him with a staff of lightning, who's just has his hand on Aramil's shoulder as Aramil starts wielding lightning like a crazy motherfucker. First he static charges the entire area. You've got 1 more spell.
No. How big
Don't
is this-
forget, you can totally fucking conduit cast and single cast in a single turn. And you can also, since you have 6 rounds, you can conduit cast and you can have 1 charging for whatever it's called, the amplified one. So you could technically do like a ×3 lightning crash.
Yeah, I wanna. Oh god. I will. Could I be able to hit Gilgamesh if I tried with more stuff?
You can try to hit Gilgamesh right now?
Yeah, I kind of want to.
Are you gonna do lightning crash on Gilgamesh?
I want to, yeah, Thunder Crash. I want to Thunder Crash Gilgamesh.
Oh boy. Oh boy. You might have made a big old mistake.
I'm sure it's fine.
Well, there's Gilgamesh's stats.
He wants a surprise. He'll get a surprise.
Okay. You're gonna attack Gilgamesh. He takes 3 times. He is at that point. That's 14. 10. That was 14 was the highest. Okay, so what's your spell attack on here?
1500 plus Whizmag. I mean, I could conduit cast that still, couldn't I? Yeah.
You're out of spells to conduit cast it this time.
Oh, okay. I am okay. Then so let's see, 1500 plus 149.
Mm-hmm.
So 1649.
1649.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 42 plus 750. That's 790. The lightning bolt strikes him, and he just passively sort of twerks his head to the side so it doesn't hit him directly in the skull. It strikes his body, does no damage.
Oh boy.
And he stands up.
Uh-oh.
His total roll beat yours by more than 400. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
And someone's supposed to one-on-one this guy?
Based on the number of people still standing, he gets buffs.
Fair.
Yeah, he rolled
I guess
2,113.
As you reduce the number of people standing, he gets debuffs. How about that?
I never said that.
You didn't say
It's a
that.
good theory, though.
It's a good theory.
It's a theory. A game.
All right, well, that's your turn. You pissed off Gilgamesh
Yay!
and weakened everybody else in the group.
Yay!
Should we take our break there?
We'll take our break there. That's perfect.
I mean, at least Gilgamesh is only really mad at him
Classic
right
Aaron Mel.
now. Yeah, I'm gonna run, I guess, away. So going north, because I see a big raging dragon just tried to cut Aramil in half.
Yeah.
So my goal is to try and break line of sight, use the wall so that like they can't see me, but I didn't move that far. I don't know if that's doable, but that's what I want to try to do.
Manny right over here. Technically, you could duck next to the wall. It's only like a 10-foot run from where you came back out at and did your crafting.
How far does that put me from Manny?
From Manny,
Yeah.
60 feet.
So is this going to the south wall?
Let's go to the east wall.
Okay, I thought Manny was at the east wall.
No, Manny
south.
Manny was back to the south to fight Aramil.
Okay.
So they're more like southeast. And this is
yeah,
he
I'll
could go
do
to the
that.
north part of the east wall and sort of be out of it.
I'll reposition there, and then I'm going to try and give myself another mark.
My map of the arena's just got so many lines and X's in it now.
Yeah,
it just looks like
mine's complete nonsense.
So I can't reroll like.
Everybody gonna like show us your maps. And the map.
So my next thing's a big negative.
My old map. Everybody running around.
Oof.
Dots and marks
See,
and
I
lines.
don't know. I feel like we need to
Yeah.
adjust a little bit because that's pretty shitty odds for me. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Because that's my entire turn. Like using that, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what haste was for. I told you. Like if
He never
Yeah,
hates
haste.
anyone but him.
I know.
I'm certainly not gonna hate you when we're fighting each other.
Yeah, it's like in that too. It's like
Yeah. I have more.
I don't think you realize how good that is, though.
Do you
It's
want to
such
try
a
to make
good
yourself
ability.
some haste
It
boots?
has
What,
to be an
mine?
action. Yeah, the chaos thing.
Well, the mark it is and it isn't. I just got a negative 181 thing. That means I
Why?
failed
How did you get a negative?
because I rolled below a 50.
You're supposed to add your luck.
Oh, adds luck. Okay, my bad.
Like it's almost impossible. It is
Okay, yeah,
impossible for
gotcha.
you to
I gotcha.
roll
So that's-
negative.
I
But
thought
it's the
it
person
added
who it's
luck.
being casted on. who uses
Okay,
their
so
luck.
okay, because what I read is target adds luck plus a D100 to their next action per mark.
Yeah.
On the D100, threes. I don't know what this. But it says it's supposed to be numbers below 50 are negatives. Numbers above 50 are positives. So that's where I was confused. Because that's like, all right, it adds.
Oh.
Like that
But
was
it
like
would still
yeah.
add your luck. So like even if it was negative, I mean even if you rolled a 49, right? And
Yeah.
subtracted your luck, you'd still have a net positive anyway.
No, I think he's right. That is the way I originally designed it to work. I misunderstood my own thing. But in that case, it shouldn't be a full turn action. It's going to be a negative like that.
right.
Hmm.
So that's why I
Yeah,
was just like,
I'll let you make
yeah.
I'll let you make it a once per turn ability, if you want to do that. But it's not doesn't take a full action. It still can only happen once per turn, so you can't just spam it,
right.
or
no,
it'll
I'm
be
just-
an action. So
I'm trying to figure out what to do to use up the.
well, you don't
negative.
have to, because if you still have the stack there, the next time you cast the ability, that stack still happens to you, and it says so you can switch it to a positive, but you have two stacks now.
Oh, okay.
And so technically, since it's the same combat, you've already been marked once, right?
But I
Or
used
twice.
that mark.
No, that
'cause I
mark
crafted
stays.
with it. Oh, the mark stays. Okay.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
I'll
So
make
it's
some-
per stack,
Okay, so
per mark of entropy. That's what makes it so dangerous. That's why I made it cost
right now it's minus.
like
double-
300. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. But that's my turn either way because I moved also. So
Yeah. So technically, it's like, I guess we were doing it like what Locke said ways. Then it would be like, what was the negative? What was the negative?
so
that
I
you
rolled a 16.
So then it would be negative 16 plus what's your luck?
181, so I'd have plus 181 minus 16 on that for my next action.
Yeah. So it'd be
But times 2, like I feel like that
technically
gets-
it'd be like plus 330 if we did it that way. So that'd be too much, right?
right.
So you
I
got
feel
a
like that gets really
50%
complex.
50/50 chance of it being positive or negative, right?
Gotcha.
But yeah, definitely a full action if we're doing it the stack way.
No, you can just tell me however when it comes around, and I'll be like, I have this many stacks because until I can make it positive, like I'm gonna keep using it.
Cool beans.
If
I
we
mean, this
attack
was-
him, does he have to use the negative for his
Oh yeah, he sure does. Yeah,
You already can hit me without it.
but yeah.
Does that make it my turn?
So Roa's turn.
Yeah, I was like, that's my turn.
Okay, I need to know where everybody is. So I have Owen at the east wall.
Yeah.
I have Manny at the south wall. Where is
Not. Aramil popped off about 60 feet west, I think.
Manny should be somewhere southwest of the south wall,
Oh,
generally speaking.
Okay, so
Yes,
Manny's
that's where
over
I've got him.
here. Aramil is
Stop
More
telling them
west
where
than
I am.
so
Manny's
basically, and then
just south
I'm
and east of
northwest.
Yeah,
So
you're northwest, and so should Locke.
so
be
with
if
my
you're probably out of
movement
the
speed,
shadow.
would I be able to reach Aramil from where I am with Locke?
What's your dexterity?
It is. Actually, I need to adjust some of these numbers. Do I still get the plus 34? That was just while I'm in that form, right?
Yeah.
That was 2 rounds, so that's gone. So it's 55.
55? No, you can't make it to Aramil. You guys are like about 100 feet away.
Oh, okay. I hate to do this because it's kind of really cheap, but it's the only thing I can think of to keep myself alive. So Roa is going to teleport over to Manny, the big glowing scary dragon thing that just attacked her buddy Aramil. And she is going to just grab his shoulder and pull him into Cathan's cradle. So we enter another shadow world.
And Gary, you take 120 damage around.
She also takes 10 damage or whatever for grabbing him, right?
Yep, and you
Contact.
take 10 damage for grabbing him.
Okay.
So I take 120 damage right now, yeah?
Yeah, because it's usually 60 per round, so now you're taking
Gagnor,
double.
can you describe this world for Gary?
Oh, it's just a big old black death plane where you can't really see anything, but you're constantly being attacked by demonic shadows that are ripping at your flesh and hide and trying to devour you. You're on a shallow pathway with dark trees that look like monsters, but then back to trees every time you look at them. There's a pathway sort of leading with like gated lines on either side.
So Roa,
they've never followed the path. They've only brought things here to fight. They've never ever followed the path.
yeah, so Roa pulls him in. We enter this world, and the shadows start kind of clawing at him and ripping at him. And Roa's just like, I'm really sorry, but you look really scary right now, and Aramil's my friend, so bye. And she runs off down the path.
Oh my god.
So
You
I'm
die, it's not my fault!
I'm kind of just in nowhere, essentially.
Yes, and it rejects things that are not of the darkness, and you are the exact opposite of the darkness. So, yeah.
I'm a giant light bulb with a sword.
Yeah, so you immediately take 120 points of damage from the start of your round, right? And it's gonna get worse as it continues to reject you. But at the moment, you see Roa running down the dark path.
I couldn't think of anything else to do.
I wasn't expecting that one. I love the imagery. Roa and Locke reappear. Roa teleports over and then disappears again. It's just like
Nobody has any clue what's happening.
It's become something of a cluster.
I thought about bringing Gilgamesh with me because
it is your
so he
turn,
can see,
Manny.
but-
So you want to hit something. You're just not sure what there is to hit, so. And you can't even go back until she's either dead or decides to go back on her own.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That was a big fuck you to Manny.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess if she could have seen me, she could have done it to me.
I was like, if
Okay.
I could do it to anybody.
Can I see Roa?
Yeah, you can still see her.
Can I?
She only ran just a little bit. She didn't say she teleported, so yeah.
No, I'm just running.
Okay, well I dash to Roa and I will. Am I in attacking range? Yes.
Oh yeah, you can easily run up and just beat
I
the
have
living
haste
shit out of her.
boots, so I don't know what his movement speed is, but
But you already used movement to get to him, didn't you?
I used teleport to get to him.
Oh, you teleported to get to him, and then what's your movement?
Well, it's what is movement?
It's 15 plus your dex.
Okay, so 15 plus 55, that's 70, plus my boots are somewhere on my sheet.
It's 20 for me for the spell, so it should be what, 10 for you, right?
And 10 movement, yes. So is that 80 total?
Yeah.
Yep. So Gary, what is your what's your dexterity? It's 47 plus 15 is 60. Yeah, so you can only move 60. Never mind.
You can chase after her, but you can't.
You could technically pass her, but he doesn't have that leap attack that most warriors usually get when things try to run away from them. But you can run ahead of her, and then maybe the next turn, if she keeps running at that speed, you can catch up to her. I mean, you can use your action to do that. Or I don't know. She's faster than you, bro.
Yeah.
Mostly just because the haste boots. That's
And
really
a
all it
cat.
is.
I guess that's that, isn't it? Really? Yeah. That's my turn. I'm
Oh,
in nowhere.
dude, Gary. No, you got her.
There's
You
one
got her,
thing you
dude.
can do.
There's one thing you can do, and you would know that you're just not thinking of it. And it's Cat's Bane, thrown as a weapon, uses
Oh.
strength, and can be used normally as a sword.
There's
When the
something
blade
else
hits
you
a
can do too.
when a blade hits a cat, it does double damage. And you also have the Black Bicorn.
Yeah.
Or the Riddle's Cloak, or
I
anything
was gonna
else.
say, I think doesn't he have taunt?
He doesn't have a taunt. He never picked one up.
Okay, well I'll make my movement as much as I can. Is that what
Yeah, you're within
essentially I
20
need
feet
do?
to her. Yeah.
And then obviously I will throw Cat's Bane.
All right.
Will Cat's Bane tie in with Turbulence as well?
With Turbulence?
Because I'm only on my 8th turn for
Oh
Turbulence.
yeah. It's still uses strength. Yep. That's specifically what it says. So it's so roll a d20 and then add 159, and then add 20.
How much am I adding? Sorry.
159. So 179. Wait, what is unarmed? Oh, and then your attacks per round. Jesus Christ. Okay. E13. Right? That's E13. So it's 325 plus 66.
So 325.
Plus 6. All right, so it's 391 is your attack with the weapon. So just do that and then roll a d20.
391. How many luck rolls do I have? Well, I guess it wouldn't make a difference with it.
Well, so my evasion is 3.
Well, he didn't double your evasion, and you didn't say that you took off your other ability, so he can't hit you.
Oh, the Veil of Mist thing?
The Veil of Chaos.
Yeah.
So she's like shuddering as you see watching. It looks like it's gonna hit her, and then it just flies right past her.
Right. Okay.
Unless you rolled a 9. That's literally the only way that you could have hurt her, is if you rolled a natural 20 or a 9.
Okay, that's my turn.
Sorry, I didn't realize you still had Veil of Chaos on.
Okay. So it's just gonna be. How much damage will I take next turn?
The 240.
Okay, so I'm dead next turn.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yep, that's my turn.
Yeah, between them fucking paining you and then trapping you in a place that rejects all things that aren't darkness. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. All right, Locke.
Oh, jeez. What to do? Well, I'm hasted, so this would be an opportune time to make a copy of myself.
Are you doing blood copy or?
No, I'm just summoning. What's his bet?
Oh, you're Stickman.
I'm in.
Strawman. All right, you summon Strawman. Strawman.
And then I have one action left. Strawman's gonna do something. Oh, he's hasted. Is he? I was hasted before, so he's hasted as well, right?
Yep.
Okay. Strawman and I are combined going to do 3 Amir's judgments.
Damn.
No, we're just gonna target everybody. Can't target them because they're in the cradle.
I'm hiding.
How much
I
is
don't know
it?
where I am.
Do I need to see them?
Nope.
And is it gonna? But it won't target them because they're in like a different realm right now, right? So
Correct.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so it's 165 times 3, which is 495 to both Aramil and Owen.
That's light damage.
Do we get to dodge it? Do we get to do
Nope.
anything?
Divine Judgment. That was his super ability that he picked up.
He has like 5 super abilities.
Yeah.
At least it's little bits at a time, though. It's not like.
Well, that's why I was saying your ability will continue to stack throughout the combat. Every time you cast it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. To the point that you're doing stupid amounts of damage on the last one if it's a positive.
So that's our turn. Me and what's his butt.
Alright, so that's 400 points of damage.
And he also cast it.
495.
He also cast the same spell 3 times.
Uh,
That was him casting it 3 times. Thought it did that much damage to everybody.
400. Okay.
495.
495. Okay. And it's an unavoidable thing, right?
Yeah.
Defend takes off.
We're talking about the cat's bane. Yeah. What?
So does it only just take off from defense? That's the
No,
only thing?
no,
No,
nothing.
It's nothing. Oh, it's
It
straight through.
it just hurts you.
Okay.
It's like all entities and it's low damage, but it's all entities. that he
495.
desires. It's an army killer, is what it is.
All right.
It's one of Amira's abilities that just wipes out an entire army.
Aramil's taking a nap.
Aramil's unconscious? Aramil is unconscious, guys.
There's
Well,
one
snap.
down.
Now, hopefully, Gilgamesh will turn his anger elsewhere.
Alright,
just
cool.
pummels
That
the
was
body.
Locke's turn. Gilgamesh stands up, watches you fall down, looks over at Locke, nods, and sits back down. Entertainment proceeds. Owen.
Shit. Just a second. No, that's fine. Alright. Yeah. That hurt. Well, first things first. Okay, it's back to positive.
There we go. Another 92. Shit. So that's 3 stacks.
3 stacks of my luck.
So that's no, it's 92 plus what was it? 180. What?
I have no idea because that's not how I was doing it.
Yeah. Well, what's your luck?
My luck is 181.
Well, so 92 plus 181 times 3. 819
Okay, gotcha.
is added to this ability.
819. Okay. So you're saying take that number plus the luck.
Yes. Each time you
multiply
cast it,
Got it.
you
No,
use
I got it. I'm just trying to
use
make sure I
however many
understand.
times you've cast it so far on the
Mhm.
next roll.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have 819 to your next roll, but it only works for 1 roll. Then you have to cast it again, but then it's 4 stacks.
Right. I'm definitely not gonna be able to make it to him, so that's not gonna be a thing. I guess I'll go ahead and do a king defensive stand.
All right.
Uh, oh, wait, where is it? Oh, for 6 rounds. Sweet. I don't have to re-roll it.
Now, so
and-
here's the question: does that mean that it applies for 800? And I'm just kidding.
I was like, I would assume no because
Is it
yeah,
822 rounds now? Is that how long King's defensive stance
Just like-
lasts?
forever. And then I'm gonna move in. Still kind of like if I see him, I want to use line of sight, but I want to move in and closer to the fountain, like center of the ring.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. So move like towards the fountain. Gotcha. I got you on the northeast side of the fountain. Okay. That's going to put us at Roa's turn.
I think I just continue running down the path.
All right. You begin running down the path. You see a large, what looks like mansion behind a large gate ahead of you.
Ooh. I ran towards it.
Yeah, I mean, you run towards it. You're not going to get there this turn if you're just running. But
I think because I think that's it.
All right, so to dash, you look 120 feet ahead. Manny is back there. Manny, you take 240 points of damage. Are you dead?
I die.
Well, you don't die, but you go unconscious. So Manny's unconscious, and the shadows swallow him.
Sorry.
And you see that out of the back of your eye as you start running. So you guys watch out in the theater, or out in the arena. There's like a little poof as Arimal goes down, and a few seconds later, poof, like fireworks as somebody you don't know, but there's like a little reaction each time somebody goes down. So now two people have gone down, and Manny and Ro are missing. Lock.
Oh dear. What to do? I honestly don't know.
You know, like I hear dying is great these times of years.
Probably. He's got high saving throws. Which is annoying.
Manny's body hasn't reappeared, has it?
Nope.
Okay.
Because she's still got the Cathan's cradle. So.
Well, me and Strawman are just going to use another 4 Divine Judgment, or Amir's Judgments. But
Another
just on-
4.
Just on,
Are you even close to out of MP?
no, I got a couple thousand left.
I've burned through like half of what I had just doing this miscellaneous stuff.
So that's oh gosh, what is it? 660.
To just Owen.
Just
Just
Owen.
me.
He's the only one
Yep.
still awake, so I can't
Because-
see Roa.
Yeah. You know, he doesn't know he's even hit me. He's just casting it.
Uh,
That guy, that one, the one I haven't seen yet.
Is that multiplied by the 1.5?
oh no,
Shit.
no. Yeah, if we were doing that, then everybody would have died a long time ago to other stuff.
Well, we haven't really done a lot of damage since we got shot.
Yeah, but this is
You've already
like
done half my health in 2 rounds.
yeah.
So now it's.
Now it's Owen's turn.
Stone arrest.
He exits combat and takes a full rest. He is
So I'm-
untargetable.
Yep, for a round.
You guys watch as he's just sitting there, and then he waves, and you guys watch like like an invisible screen door goes in front of him, and he's gone.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
Rilla.
Well, Manny has fallen. How
Yeah.
far am I away from this mansion?
About another round of full sprinting to the gate.
I mean, yeah, you could just keep letting him die. I'm gonna go
mean-
explore this bed and breakfast.
I mean, I'm basically hiding from you, so Manny's not going to
Well-
get any more dead or more unconscious, right?
Yes, he will continue to take damage until he is actually dead, as opposed to unconscious.
Okay. Well, Roa will pull us out of the cradle.
So poof, reappears, and you see Manny laying there, face down in the dirt. And Ro's like, "Wah!"
So yeah, let me get my bearings here. Aramel's down, Manny's down, Owen and Locke are.
You still haven't seen me.
Owen is poofed. You still haven't seen
We have
Owen this
no
whole
idea
time.
where Owen is.
And you see 2 locks standing there. You have
Oh,
no idea
shit.
which one's which.
I've still got this extra thing on my dagger too, right?
Yep.
Man, okay. Well, the veil thing stays.
Actually, no. You spent all of last round running, so yeah, you wasted
I
all
thought
of
it
that
stayed
MP.
until I used it. That's what you told me, right?
No, it stays until the round after she's gone.
Well, then what's the point?
Because you're supposed to attack.
Mana on that.
Yeah, and then you didn't fucking attack.
I'm
That's
sorry.
your own
Well,
goddamn
no,
fault.
because you said if I use it would. Okay.
No,
I
what I'm saying is
misunderstood what you said. I thought it stayed until I used it because you said I could use the other one too.
well, yes, because
And then
it'll
have
stick
both of them.
around while she's still out. So,
Okay, I misunderstood.
and then and it will also happen the round after she's gone. But the round after she's gone, it's gone.
Well, shit. I think I'm just going to go into the shadows.
Okay. Yeah, you burned 1200 HP or MP.
Yeah, I did.
Sorry. Don't know what to tell you.
I misunderstood what you said. I thought I only got to use it once, but I kept it until I used it. But never mind. Okay,
No,
I
it's like you were holding a spell and then you didn't cast it, so it just burned it.
lame.
Well, welcome to the consequences of D&D games.
Well, that's why I'm frustrated with having so much shit to keep track of because I can't keep track of any of it. That is my turn. I'm just I'm in the shadows.
She runs out and she's like,
Actually, I could just go back. Can I go back?
I mean, yeah.
I hate to be lame, but I want to know what that mansion is now.
I'm not doing that RP with you right now. That's stupid.
All right, I'm in the shadows.
Well,
We've
I
got
can't
40
see
minutes.
anybody. There's
Till this
nobody to
session's over.
target.
So yeah, there's nobody to target. Everybody's gone. So Gilgamesh walks forward. He says, "Well done, well done indeed." Because as far as he knows, everybody else is dead. There's just one person there.
I'm just gonna raise his hands like, what the fuck?
No, there's still two.
And then
There's two locks standing there.
Oh, there's two locks standing there. Well, he
See me,
assumes that's
like, produce the other
You
one.
saw him produce it. You just vanished, and she vanished. You both vanished. So as far as he's concerned, it's game over.
I mean,
He's
is
like,
that or
but
get knocked
but he
unconscious
doesn't
next
but he
round?
doesn't say anything else. So, like, I mean, that's all he can say within the 6 seconds. So,
Yeah, Doc will just be like, don't know what to do.
all right. So for 6 seconds, you're like, and then no one comes back.
Hey! Oh shit! I hadn't thought that far. Crap. I'm used to there being 2 more people's turns.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna. Does Gilgamesh like stand above the wall? Like, can I see him?
Yeah,
over
he's
the wall?
up on a precipice, like
Then
it's
I'm gonna
up
move.
high.
Oh, I thought you said he came down to like talk to Locke.
He's still standing up there. He just stood
Okay.
up, like, stepped down
Gotcha.
from his seat and stepped up to the front of the wall.
I'm gonna move towards where I smell them. So I'm guessing that would be towards the west wall now.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead and do spell armor. And I'm gonna use stat thief as the spell base for temporary armor.
Is his king's defensive stance gone since
All right.
we had a full rest?
Yep.
No, because it's just a one. It removes me from combat. And I receive a.
Yeah, we just see the benefits of a full rest. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That was your turn, I guess.
Yeah, that's all I've got.
So Gilgamesh stands
until
up
you
and
can
watches you
really-
just run across. And Ro, it's your turn. Do you do the same thing? You just sort of slink in the shadows?
Yeah, can I find Owen's shadow from the shadows?
Yeah. So you just jump into his shadow
I'm
and
gonna
hide
get
there.
into Owen's shadow, yeah.
All right. So you guys are just hiding in the corner. Gilgamesh looks over there and sees you both. He's just like, we're the last one brave enough to stand in front of me. So, question is, do you wish to challenge me?
I mean, we can't proceed in the tower if we don't challenge it, right?
You may proceed. I consider this a win. and he raises the other two. Everybody's at full health.
Yay!
I mean, yeah, why not, right?
Manny, you're back and at full health. Just restore everything.
A dude who can summon a shit ton of swords,
And he says,
probably pretty useful.
challenge is pretty simple. If you damage me, you win. If you fail to actually harm me with your attack, I will hit you.
See, I was prepping for it.
1 strike each.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it'd be fair. Since, I mean, I could just do that.
That didn't harm him.
I didn't target him.
No, oh, okay, but it still wouldn't harm him.
Why not? It's divine judgment. Ignores defense and evasion.
Yes, but what kind of damage is it?
Light.
It's radiant, technically, and
Number.
he is a. Well, I mean, I guess I didn't describe him very well, but he is like big glowing like golden armor and shit.
Well, if he looks like he.
He's pretty fucking divine looking. He's a
Okay.
divine entity, so yeah.
Alright, hold on. Let's see if there's anything I can do.
It's just up to you if you want to accept the challenge or not. If you fail to damage him with your 1 attack, and he means just 1 attack, then he will strike you with his 1 attack. How's the gamble? I mean, technically you haven't fallen, so if you wanted to try to like convince him, like, I'll take your challenge, but you guys have successfully, you know what I'm saying?
I have an idea.
Can we all get 1 attempt?
If he fails, he looks, he's like, if he fails, you're welcome to step up to the challenge.
Do I have to damage you on my attack?
Yeah.
On my attack.
What? Yes.
I can't damage you on your attack?
No, it must be your strike.
Alright, hold on.
Man, if only I had an
This
arm.
is the Blade Master, Gilgamesh. This is a place of metal. This is an arena. There is no tricks he wants from you. He wants a strike that harms him.
Trying to think if I have anything that harms him. Because I saw that lightning bolt not hit you.
It hit me. It just did no harm.
Damn. I'm trying to think. Because the only way I could possibly damage him, and even then I probably still win it, if his defense is the same as when Ramu hit him.
Yep.
Is a full damage blood whip on a 20.
How much was his defense? I don't remember.
Well, he rolled like a 2200 or something, right?
I think it was like somewhere around there. Let me see. I mean, you can status him based on what you've seen. Technically, you know.
I mean, I'd status him, but it's only like 25 levels ahead, right? And he's going to be much higher level than that.
He's higher than level 150. He is above and beyond the strongest entity you've ever witnessed, including Killan. Oh yeah, his total number is a little bit under 2,000 for defenses.
Yeah, so I'd have to. Now you said we're all healed to full.
Yeah, you're all full health.
We're not over the. Damn, I don't think I have a way to damage him. Wait, I do.
Do we have to hit him and damage him, or do we just have to hit him?
I'm gonna
You have
trick
to
or treat.
damage him. You're gonna trick or treat him?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's trick.
You go to do trick, and he just waves his hand. I said no tricks.
Well, it's just called trick.
It's a trick and it's called trick. Yeah.
I
He
mean,
said no tricks. I don't want any tricks. You can damage me or you can't.
I can't damage you. I don't.
He looks at you and he says, coward.
I mean, I could try, but I mean, I could do math. All right, fine. So I'm gonna pull out a max hit point blood whip.
Okay.
It's not gonna do anything.
Unless you roll 20.
Oh, how's I roll 20? What's the actual number for that?
You make sure you get your numbers right. Critical failure.
I got 3 more reroll. Well, that's not gonna do anything.
Alright.
I mean, one of those is a crit, but that's only gonna bump it up to 1200.
Okay, so you go and you pull out the massive blood whip and whip it against him. It strikes against him and it just hits his armor, and you watch as your blood, which normally tears through metal and flesh alike, just glides across it like a paintbrush.
I was really like, well, that was a waste of good blood.
And he says, indeed, my turn. And he hits you.
Bye, Roa.
You're dead.
Or both of us.
Roa, you're dead. And Locke, you might survive, but I'm pretty sure you're dead. It's 7,000.
Holy.
Roa, this is when you do the thing.
I mean, I don't have a choice. It happens anyway, so.
No, Roa.
You cheat.
What is your word?
Oh, cheat. Yeah, okay. What? He crit fails?
Just cheat.
You can make him crit fail. Technically, you should have saved that for when he was attacking. You could have made his a natural 20. Yeah, so he strikes and...
Oh, yeah, I was saving it for mine, but whatever. If I'm dead either way, it doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're going to die if he hits me, because it's active
Yeah,
until...
because it's active until forever. So he goes to strike you, and he looks at you as the blade just seemed to for some reason, move slightly to the side. And he was like... He goes and he looks at his sword, and he's like, that's never happened to me before.
Performance anxiety.
Yeah,
He looks at you, says, he looks at you, and then he looks around and he sees Roa just like eyes wide in the corner. I see. We'll have no more of those pity tricks. And pain's gone.
Well,
So are all other word abilities that are active right now.
All right.
well, he took his 1 hit, so...
Yeah. Well done. You survived my attack. Who's
So that
next?
doesn't remove
No,
mine.
he only cares that if you can damage him.
Gotcha.
So, Locke's not dead, but he
I
was
think
not
I-
impressed.
I think
Okay.
I can hit him.
I
I think I got this.
okay. You go for it.
Just like look at Ro, like, I think I got this, maybe.
Good luck.
Or if I'm dead,
I'm pretty sure I've already done damage to him.
Gilgamesh? I don't think you've done any damage to Gilgamesh.
I don't know, like, is he within 60 feet?
He's
Oh.
he's not going to take damage from your radiant. So.
As long as he makes contact with his attack, late radiant damage won't do anything. It would have to be lightning clad, and even then, that would be considered doing a trick to him.
Okay, I'll sit back down.
Yeah, you'd have to roll. Even a natural 20 wouldn't hurt him.
I mean, I'm hoping I can use Chaos Strike for the 1 hit, the Hellion Chaos Strike.
I mean, yeah, you can do whatever attack you're doing.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do Hellion Chaos Strike with my Chaos Claw with, I guess, fire on top of it, whichever one is on my right hand of those the
Okay.
new blade.
So the attack on that blade is plus 100, and then you have whatever the other stuff is. I haven't figured the rest of it out, but
Yeah,
the
no, I
attack
was just
itself
like,
is plus
you
100.
can just give me a number ballpark. And
Yeah,
we can come up with
plus
something.
100 is like the base attack add that it gives you.
All right, so
So.
D20 plus 100 plus that. All right, so that's just that plus
819.
1092.
1000. Oh, you did it again?
Well, 4 stacks. The last one was a 92 roll, so 92 on top of my luck makes it like 200, whatever, times
Oh.
4.
Okay.
So 1.
I didn't realize you did another stack. All right, we're good. Cool. Yeah.
That was the last one.
right.
So Hellion Chaos Strike. Let's see what this roll is. I'm gonna try re-rolling this till I get a high number. We'll take that.
All right. 1241. And
Yeah.
Hellion Chaos Strike does what again?
Ignores half of target's evasion or defense, and I assume he's not
Whichever's
moving.
higher.
Yeah, plus 20.
Okay, so that's gonna ignore.
And it adds 40 true damage if the attack lands.
Well, he doesn't care about the true damage. He
Okay.
wants you to actually.
I didn't think he
yeah.
would. That was the full stat.
Okay,
and
and then
that number's
he-
actually 40 higher. That's no matter what, that number's 40 higher. So 1281. Mercurial Blade. I didn't add it in because I normally have it just macroed in with all the stuff. And then it also is the first strike, so the other item's effect ignores 20 defense. Or 20 more defense.
Okay. Is that the
So-
number you're sticking with? Is the 1241?
I mean, I can try and re-roll it for a 20.
I'm just asking. Is that the one you're staying with, or is it not?
Fuck it, we're almost done.
Yep.
Let's see what. So we're currently at be 1283. Let's see if I can get a 20. That's how many more rerolls? 1, 2, 3. Because I have a shit ton of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Not that one.
That's how many ones?
Because it's not in.
Fuck
in
it.
my
Just go with
t-
the 17. So it's.
I
12.
know it's not in my turn, but can I cast a spell on Owen?
I mean, technically, if you want to slip it in as right before he strikes, you can.
Oh well, I'll do the endowment, which was it
Celestial
roll
endowment. Yeah.
a- Yeah. So I roll a d6.
Hmm.
I also didn't have anything else to use rerolls on this session, so I was just like, we can burn like 20.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll definitely re-roll that. Yeah, let's go with that.
Which stat?
What stat do you want increasing?
Technically adding it to my luck would
Okay,
be the best
so-
thing to do because that would make
So that's plus
that-
20 luck.
Yeah, plus.
right, but that's actually plus.
That's
80
plus.
luck,
That's plus 80 luck.
at least in that number.
Yeah.
So it
So
makes
that-
the thing 80 higher, which is more than any other stat would do.
So what was your current? Was 12.
1283.
1283.
Yeah,
So that's 1283
plus 80 would be 1363.
minus and plus 80. You did 12 points of damage with the 80.
Just like
Ignoring 50% of his defense and the 80, you did 12 points of damage.
just like
Before Manny decided he would step in and help you, you were going to get hit for 7,000.
Oh, I figured,
Nice.
but I still have the spell armor and king defensive stance. So I was like, I might live depending on what happens here.
No. All right, so you strike him, and he looks, and he's like, and there's like a tiny little paper cut on him.
Wait, did I
I'm
do something
sorry.
right?
I'm sorry. Don't hurt me.
Huh?
Did I do something right?
You just
Hell
saved
yeah.
his life.
I got you, bro.
So you strike him, and he looks at you, and he's like, "Oh, and he's like, there's no blood, but there's a tiny little paper cut on his cheek, as he and he's just like, very well. And he wipes the blood off on his leg, or the tiny little pinprick of blood off on his leg, and he's just like, I suppose, forward with you. And he reaches out with a hand.
I'll shake his hand.
He stabs you through the chest.
Ow.
You have 1 hit point,
Ow, you're an ass.
and you have a brand on your chest. Next to your other brand, you have a summon Gilgamesh, which is your first summon, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. And then as you guys look, one of the gates to the north direction appears, leading you forward. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. A series of gates appear around you. All 4 of the gates surrounding you. You may choose to walk through one of any 4 gates.
Do we all have to walk through the same gate?
Huh? Yes, they all look different. One of them looks like has a black-red flame pooled around it.
No.
Just like black metal and iron and flame embroidered all around it. Another one looks like it is nothing more than a slightly ornate but worn wooden door. There's a little bit of calligraphy to it, but it looks like it's been worn away. And you can see like a bit of just like water damage on the door itself. There's one of them that looks like a bright light door. Like, and it has embroidering and depictions of angels on it. And then I don't have the other one on here. Where's the other one? I thought I put it on. Never mind. I didn't make the last one. So
There's 3 doors.
I
There's
say we
3
should
doors.
choose. No, I think we choose door number 4, so Gagner has to come up with it. Not just...
I mean, you can do that if you want. It's just like these, yeah.
Should we put it down to chance?
I like the
D4?
wooden one.
I feel like the light one's terrible for most of us.
Yeah, I'd say flip a coin between the first 2.
All right.
Should we split up?
Good joke.
No. It just makes that the next floor of the dungeon. I'll just let you guys choose, just for giggles. If you want to go if you want to do the Hellfire Gate or the Gate of Storms.
I like Hellfire.
Hellfire or storms?
That's not like lightning and stuff. It's storms. Typically storms.
I want to see what the storms are about, but I'm good either way.
Yeah,
I just don't like fire.
I've got lightning affinity, so yeah. That'd be...
Well, it's mostly it's like water and wind. It's like water and wind. Water and
I've got a wind subclass as well.
I say we go through the wooden door. I have a wooden door.
That's weird. I've got like a wind.
So we're not all on fire except for Owen.
We've been in the water before, though. Is he like slinks
I'm
over?
assuming
We
we're
don't
gonna have
know
to-
necessarily.
Well, being a
Okay, so-
dragon, naturally, I'm gonna want to go fire.
So we have 3 doors to choose from.
yeah. So
Roa's just gonna can we just roll for it? Doors 1, 2, and 3. The fire, the wooden one, and then the storms one. 3 would be storms.
okay, so you guys head to the wooden door and you step outside. As you step to the gate, you immediately feel the sway of the ship beneath you. And that's what
This is
and
good
our-
for
Don't
me.
rock the boat.